you just
Go
did.
ahead. Go ahead and roll for leaders. Okay, so 13, 2. Oh, there's a 20. Oh, rolling off two
draw.
20s.
Oh, look at that.
At a 19.
Five.
8. I got an 8.
All right,
Wait.
so
Never gonna be the
on
party
a-
leader.
leader.
I was the party
Yeah.
leader once, and I'm never gonna be it again.
Oh, a double roll
Oh.
off.
double roll off.
Look at that.
Well, technically, it's just a question of chance. So someday
There's your
you will
5.
All right, Anna, roll one more time.
Get a 5. Make
Can you
double
beat a
roll off.
5? Oh,
Ah, you can. Look at that.
here you go. Second game session, and you're the leader of the party.
tough career.
Yay.
After a triple roll off.
I roll again.
Roll off.
Roll 1d25.
So, we do allow the dice to make the decisions here, and then the party all dies. It's okay.
Everybody explodes.
Rock fall, everybody dies. Anyway, it's loads of fun. The party leader only. Well, let's put it this way. I'll throw it out to everybody. Oh, Haas, you started, but you didn't actually announce that you were starting the stream.
Hello, stream. I am streaming. Ta-da!
Hello, stream. We're here too.
We got distracted by the dice roll.
that's
I
very
did.
Yeah.
I did. Let me post a creator's video feed notification.
Oh yeah, I've got to advertise that this is starting. So, what is the role of the party leader? Can anybody describe?
Well, it's basically just making.
All right.
Well, it's basically just about making decisions where to go, what to do next, and something like this. So it's so not everybody has to voice their opinion because it would get pretty difficult to hear single opinions. So the party
Yes.
there's one who decides for the party what to do next.
Yes. While everybody can say what you want to do, and most of the time I'll roll with it, it's really hard when there's 6 people all saying things simultaneously that are contradictory, and it's really hard to control that flow, which is why the party leader says what the party does. And when we have a little bit more open time and it doesn't matter, people say, hey, I want to go visit the tavern to, get a drink, and other people, I want to sell off my furs, and, all of that's just perfectly fine. That's fine. But in the middle of a combat-y sort of session, say we're going left is the the party leader's decision. And Haas also said, at the end of an encounter, always shout out, loot the bodies.
Loot the
So
bodies.
yep. So that's definitely the role of the party leader. It's the voice of the party mainly.
We're going left
Alrighty.
and loot the bodies.
Awesome.
Yes. the last group, they always said, right is right, so they always turned right, which meant sometimes I would make the left the shorter path just because I was evil sometimes.
Or you could just going around and around and around the block.
Yes, that can be done too. Yes. Anyway, so it's my bad I didn't type up the summary of what happened last time. Who wants to give us a short summary of what happened in the last session? Bring everybody up to speed.
We were looking for dragons, but didn't find any.
Yes, there's been a remarkable lack of dragons up to this point for a chapter I'm thinking of calling Dragon Hunting. So yeah, you started off in 2 sessions back at the end of chapter 3.
Found that
with the
lady.
tease. Yes. So the tease in Rust was, do you want to hunt dragons? So when you started the chapter, you were in Rust. There at the Heroes Hall, they gave you the actual charter to go off to Frost to hunt dragons. And on your way climbing up in the pass, you went ahead and encountered a group of thugs there with a lady, a half-elf lady they were holding prisoner. They were thinking you could, torture her and get some information about stuff that was going on. And instead, you decided to fight against the bandits and rescue her. And stomped on them, made it up to Rust, where she went off to visit her family and thanked you. And you noticed that whose money pouch was gone?
Mine, unfortunately.
Yep.
They stole my
Haas's
money.
Yep, all your money, and including the amethyst mountain
Mountain
pirates.
pirates.
The
Yes, I
mountain
remember the mountain pirates well.
Arr, arr. And so the Haas's money pouch, including the amethyst stone, was taken, and found out, yes, in that marketplace, not everybody there that was just average generic NPC villagers were NPC villagers. There were several of them who were pickpockets and had successfully picketed the pocketed. And so stomping on the pickpockets later, chasing after them to a tree stump where you hear the sound of footsteps going down into the tree stump.
Oh, that's right.
And that's where we stopped the game because we were going, okay, yeah, can't go. All right. Several saucy French lithographs. Those are the ones you invite the ladies
hold
up
up.
to your apartment and say, would you like to see my etchings? All right. So everybody's loaded, everything fine. The trail leads you to an old dead tree stump, and yep, looks like it's all gone. The trail's gone cold, except you hear the sound of footsteps going down some stairs. Somebody roll a perception check to. Oh no, you actually did roll a perception check. You found the little knot that opened up a passageway, and you saw the stairs. So yes, you did. You find the cunningly hidden lever that opens up a secret door in the tree stump with stairs going down. Give me a single file order. Who's going first?
Probably me.
Yes, Meat
Allow
Shield
the
almost
robot-
always goes first.
Allow the
But
robot to go first.
technically, I'm not a meat shield. I'm a metal shield. Please
Yes,
get it right.
you are a construction shield or constructed shield. All right.
Require
So
additional
you're
pilots.
all right. So you're going first. Who's number 2? Almost always seems to be Nudge up in the front, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
right behind Nudge, it's me.
Yeah. Although Anna is also another good person to have right up there, but you said first. I'm going to stick
Yep.
Anna next. And then would come our Thundy. And Middle Claw is always there in the back to shoot long distance and be attacked from behind. Alright.
Yeah, one thing. For one, is the cave dark? Or how dark is it lit?
No,
Or?
it's lit down below. You can see light from
Okay.
below.
Okay, so we don't have
Alrighty.
to worry about dim vision or something like that.
Nope.
Okay.
And let me set things visible so that you can see stuff. You might as well roll initiative while I'm doing this. To make visible on the map.
Wasted my D20, my nat 20. Wasted my crit.
You don't need it. Excellent.
Middle Clawed is super high +12 on his inits. All right, so there's everybody's inits. Let me share the map. All right, you find a cunningly hidden thing. You go down the set of stairs. Heading down, you spill out into the underground quarters for the gang. The room has 4 wings with beds and storage, food and shelves with a large dining area in the center. Scattered throughout this area are a bunch of armed humans ready to do you violence for invading their turf. Fortunately for you guys, Middle Claw goes first. So in the bottom, you've got the little spiral staircase that you're standing on. You can run across past each other. You've got a little good area you could run north that's got some shelving and bags and whatnot for Middle Claw. That would give you nice cover for shooting back there, if that makes sense.
I'm standing on top of the stairs.
You're standing on top of the stairs. If you run past Thundy, run past Anna, run past Haas, and then just keep going north, you'll be clear and you'd be able to see everybody in the area and fire from there. Right now, you're 3 bodies up and you wouldn't be able to see anybody.
They go run, run, run,
Yep.
run, and basically hide behind the sacks.
You don't have to hide behind those sacks because there's the white sacks on the right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
They got, but they got, there were still delays in trying to come off over me.
Combat
Yeah.
trackers.
Over.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
Yep. So yeah, standing right there would give you the combat you've got 4-foot high stacks of sacks there on your right, and that would give you good cover. So -2 for any arrows flying your way. Whereas on the left side, they're to the ceiling, so it's harder to hide between those stacks that are stacked there. Anyway, looks like you're targeting B.
Big boss.
Well, boss. The other guy was big.
Was it like Poncho and Lefty?
Ooh, Bertel saying he'd like to capture the boss for interrogation.
Ooh.
Ooh, missing a hit.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
It doesn't say it. It doesn't say I'm attacking the boss. It just tells me my 2 rolls.
I know why. Because the boss isn't visible yet. Because it's not his turn. But yes, you hit him once. Go ahead and roll 1 damage. That was another attack.
I wonder what's going on.
There's a light damage. Okay, it was a 3 that you rolled
Yeah.
of damage. Yep. All right. And then it is. I need to turn on. It's Anna's turn. And probably, you're free to do what you want, but possibly tuck up behind or between Haas and Middle Claw and then attack through.
Have a barrel of laughs.
Yep. Right there.
That.
All right. And then who do you want to target? Oh, here. Also
Quick question:
targeting
the Arctic armor thingy, or how that's called? Was that only melee range, or was it higher range?
the which thing?
Anna's ice armor, or how that's called.
That's a good question. You've got 2, the ethereal chill and the magic weapon that are at will powers, and the ethereal chill, that may be the ice one that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody that attacks or that hits the ally take cold damage, but the magic weapon one, every ally adjacent to you gets +1 power on attack and damage. To that's no, just everybody takes +1 attack and power damage. So if she were to use magic weapon, then Middle Claw, Nudge, and Haas would all be +1 to hit and damage.
So we're going for the magic weapon.
Yeah. And I think that's got a range. Yeah, just use your bow, and that's a miss.
Rip.
So no bonus on that. And now it is these guys' turn. So
I
Gang
cower
Enforcer.
behind Nudge like the coward I am.
I see. Well, this Gang Enforcer is gonna move up 1 here.
Just doing my
And
job.
yep,
Keep you safe, buddy.
he's gonna attack at Bertel, who's standing right there. Let me confirm. Yep, target's there. Chops at you with the longsword, and feels sad about his life choices because he missed. And Gang of Force 2 is going to stay where he is. He throws a dagger at Middle Claw. Says, "Here, I would like to share a dagger." No, that's click middle there. Click there. There we go.
Sharing is
Throw a
caring.
dagger. Yep, here, have a dagger. It's one of my favorites, and it's a hit.
Sounds like communism to me.
saying,
And
"Hey,
I'll pocket, and I'll
I'm
pocket the dagger for use later.
I'm
Thank
sharing
you.
the dagger. Catch it with the hilt. Oh no, you didn't. Oh well.
no.
Well, he gave it to me business end first.
Yes, that's kind of how it works. All right. The boss is he's going to move forward one, and he sees there's a Bertel standing right there. So he throws a dagger at him and says, "Here, take this dagger thingy. Take it, catch it. You caught it. Oh, nicely done." Yeah, have a little damage from that, and then you didn't notice this little pixie flying up over here in the corner, and she comes flying by.
Hit
A
it.
1, a
Hit it.
2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And while she's flying by, which, yeah, I totally said she slides as she does this so that you can't get opportunity attack because I'm mean. But what she does do is she hits you with a rapier attack.
Oh, I was
So
expecting to throw glitter. So bad.
yeah. So otherwise, that would make sense, to sit there and say, "Hey, you walked past me. I get to stab at you." But she stabs at you instead with her rapier and misses. But she takes a little bag of pixie dust and says, "Here," smack right upside the head, and misses again. And so she feels sad. And now it is your turn.
I'm gonna shift up one,
That's a good idea.
and I'm gonna take a swing at footpad number 2.
Right. That is a hit. And you stabbed him right in the face, and he dies.
Oh, it's a minion. Good to know.
It might
And
not
then
have
I'm
been a
gonna-
minion. You just hit him really hard.
Well, I'm not really hitting hard. They should have more HP than that.
Done. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mark the gang enforcer one.
Yep. All right. Give him a mark. All right. Footpad 1 runs up here. And he's pulls out a little hand crossbow and says, "Yeah, that Bertel guy, he doesn't look all that nice. I'm going to give him this quarrel or this bolt into the face." But he misses and feels sad. Footpad 3 mourns the loss of his brother. So he says, a 1, a 2, 3. And from here, he's got a pretty good shot of Bertel
Oh,
standing
Bertel.
up. Poor Bertel, who's standing out in the front. He does get hit, and
Bertel gets 2 daggers.
he gets a little bit of damage that gets absorbed. All right, and then footpad 4, he goes, "I'm gonna get up out of my chair, jump onto the table, and move up here where I can say, 'Hey, we're all ganging up on Bertel.'"
Does he need to do an athletic check for that?
I can roll real quick. He's fine. But anyway, he hits you for another 7 damage. All right. And now it is Haas's turn.
All right. All right. What am I going to do? I have decided that I don't like this gang enforcer. I'm going to target him, and I'm just going to staggering note him.
Aha.
It sounds like a cannon shot went off. Boom! See if it works. Why did I roll with advantage?
Yeah,
Did I attack myself? I attacked myself. All right.
You are successful in hitting yourself.
Apparently, the gang enforcer has a very high will.
Well, looking at the gang enforcer should be visible. Oh no, the first one you hit was the gang enforcer. Yes, you missed the gang enforcer, but you hit yourself.
Can I knock myself backwards? Is that a thing?
No, no, that's not a thing.
All right.
Go back up the stairs.
How would I push myself away from myself? How would that work? Would I just
Well, you
explode?
got-
You just explode.
You grab the back of your pants and you pull really hard and you knock yourself backwards.
Awesome. Just-
Well, you can't live with yourself if you do that, can you?
Once you start attacking yourself, it's all downhill from there. All right,
All
Hoss
right,
is
I'm
done.
gonna move actually.
Are you gonna move?
I'm gonna. Are I'm assuming these barrels and bags are difficult terrain.
Yes, they are.
Hmm.
The square things are pillars, floor to ceiling, so you can't move through those.
I guess
How else
I'll.
are you gonna hold torches?
Never mind. I'm just gonna stand there. Or
All right.
actually, I'll get off the stairs. There. I'm
Oh,
just
you're gonna climb right there.
climb up on the barrel, perch
Yep.
like I belong there. Aha! I have the high ground.
I saw that in a documentary. All right, so
It was a very
then the
good
arms and legs
documentary,
came
too.
off.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, done. It's Nudge's turn.
I want to target the big boss.
All right.
Can I do that?
Yep.
Come on.
There
go.
you are.
Shoot him.
That is a miss with the 19.
Okay.
Missing a lot.
Do you want to shift up to Bertel? Or just stay back and shoot?
I'm gonna stay here and plug this
Mm-hmm.
hole. Give
Alrighty.
guys behind me some cover.
That sounds good. All right, Thundy.
Protection.
Eight.
Target the boss, and I'll try a charm of the defender.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
So I can slide him 3 squares.
All right. Where do you want to slide him?
That's
Three.
the fireplace.
Yeah, you can push him back to the fireplace. So he's on the bearskin rug. You can pull him close so that Bertel's got an entire wall of people in front of him.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'll do.
So
Bring him
up
forward
to
3.
1, 2, 3. Or did you want to go throw him back?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
He's immobilized, and he attacks anybody adjacent to him now, including his own side.
Fun. All right. When does that happen on
At the
his
start
turn?
of their turn. It makes a
Fun.
melee basic against them.
Now, Haas, technically you haven't gotten the abyssal yet because you haven't had your
Ah,
extended rest, but
okay.
I plugged it in there anyway. All right, middle claw.
It's gonna have
Certainly.
a little bit of fun.
All right. Only boss missing a hit.
Maybe that's how I unlocked it. I just got so angry at them for stealing my wallet. I unlocked languages.
All right. So poor boss is getting all sorts of stuff tossed on him. All right, Anna.
Yep. Well, I'm going for the magic weapon again. Again.
All right.
Again.
Oh, that's a hit on the boss. Right. Ooh, 11 roll. All right, so 17 damage. He's bloodied. So now go ahead and target Middle Claw, Nudge, and Thundy, and you should be able to put the effects on there, the 2 little walking guys effects.
Yep. I did one to the boss. Accidentally.
Yeah. Well, let me take that off of the boss. Unless you want the boss to actually get, some additional fun powers of +1s to attack.
Nah.
Will he get the chance to even use it? That's the question.
That's a good question. Everybody's been piling on him. That's what he gets by wearing the name tag that says, "Hi, I'm the boss."
Hi, please kill me first. I'm full of loot.
Yep. All right. So, Anna, I think you're done. You're just don't forget to do both because that's attack and then the other is damage. Yep, there goes the damage. All right, there you go. Perfect. are you needing to move, or are you going to stay there, or anything
I'm
else?
gonna
or-
stay right here. It's nice.
All right. All right. I'm going to move it forward to the gang enforcer numero uno here, who says, yeah, you are shooting at my boss. So I'm going to move forward one and stop doing the Bertel and start doing the nudge. Here, take a
Oh,
longsword.
You're gonna make it even easier to get you.
Up.
I've
Well,
got the
there's a
same
critical.
there.
But I've got the spiky stuff, so he's
Yep.
gonna take damage
So-
too. Ha ha ha.
So
You
he,
can get an attack with the flowing water.
Yeah.
Yep, you can do the flowing water as well if you want. You don't have to move, but you also get a melee basic with that.
And I get
Plus-
a hit
Yes,
with fury.
yes, I'm going to do the flow like water thing. I love
Uh,
it. Oh.
And because he's marked, Bertel gets an extra hit. So go ahead and
This poor guy's gonna
do
get
so, Bertel.
smushed.
Well, the poor guy is because he got a
Okay.
crit with a melee weapon. He's gonna take damage from
Yes.
my armor.
Talk about
And
bad life
I'm
decisions.
going.
Well,
Bertel's
here's
gonna hit him. I'm gonna attack him, and then I get to go
well
teleport.
here's
It's gonna be so
here's
much.
here's because all these different things are happening really fast. Bertel, because does an immediate interrupt because of the attacking somebody that wasn't his ally, and he's marked, and so he struck and did damage, but the footpad says no, you can't do that, and leaps in front and takes the damage
Ah.
instead.
I see why he's a footpad.
And so
Everyone's gone. The enemy has
oh,
exploded.
No, everyone's
crap,
gone.
I deleted
Everybody left.
everything. I hit the wrong freaking thing and it deleted everybody. Okay.
Gone. The Aether. We disappeared.
Okay.
Control Z.
Oh,
Cast into the
come
umbral
on.
plane.
Wouldn't Controls Z be so nice? Okay, let me put people back into place. Middle Claw was over there, and Anna was below him, and then came Thundy. Haas is on the barrel. Bertel's right
He hit him
there.
so hard, we faded from reality. We're
Okay,
on
we need
another
a
plane
nudge
right
there,
now.
and Thundy is there. Okay, so that's done there. Gang Enforcer 1 was there. Let me take off the damage he took, because the footpad, and numbers wise, I don't remember where. Okay, the boss was, where's the boss? Boss was above here. Pixie was off to the side.
Pixie was up one.
Up one? Okay, Pixie was up one. Footpad, I think, was next to the other gang enforcer,
It'd actually
Yeah.
be a
Like-
pretty cool plot hook.
like that.
Yep.
And Footpad 4 was back there. I'm trying to remember
I
where
think so,
Footpad.
yeah. I think so, yeah, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Or one higher.
Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. So anyway, so Footpad 1, you are the guy that gets gone. So let me delete Footpad 1 because he sacrificed himself gloriously.
In
There we go.
another reality, Bertel hit the crystal and it exploded, causing us to transport into a different reality.
And it goes to the chance.
I don't think
right.
footpads are crystals.
Yep. All right. So Bertel, let's see. Now it was combat wise, the gang enforcer 1 moved, attacked. Bertel did his thing. Okay. It is gang enforcer 1's turn.
I need
Nudge, you
Nudge,
get
yeah.
a second a melee basic hit back at him, and also the armor does something. You should have
Yes,
a
the armor
power.
does.
You should have a power option for the armor that you can just drop on him.
What?
Yeah, just to make it easy.
I need to pull up the Monty Python's
Uh,
technical difficulty screen.
Yeah, up in situational. There's razor scale armor crit hit.
Okay,
ahead
so
and
then I
ju-
drop that on him in the combat tracker.
Yep. Or you can target him and then hit the blood.
On-
Either one.
Gang enforcer. Let's see if
The gang enforcer, yeah.
I don't know that actually is gonna work.
Oh, you targeted the boss. Let me take 12 off of the boss and give that to the gang enforcer 1. And boss. Math. Okay.
That's really confusing.
There.
So there's that. Plus, I get
You get a melee basic against the
melee basic
gang. Make sure you're targeting the
targeting gang enforcer.
gang. Unboss.
And the boss.
There you go. 'Cause you can freely switch from your weapons,
I know.
which is
That's
a
pretty
great
awesome.
thing for a striker. Yes, and you get a hit,
Awesome.
and you
No,
get
for
some.
something completely different.
I don't know. With nudge, it's pretty much the same. Thud.
Penguins.
Bloody. Do I really want to go
All right.
teleports?
Always
Sudden-
has a smashing time.
Suddenly, a
Yep.
tap dancing
Teleports.
tiefling appears.
You can teleport up to 3 or stay
Again?
where you are.
I know I can, but I also am here guarding the rest of the
Mhm.
party. And Haas.
Hello. I'm in
Probably fine then.
danger.
Yeah. And the rest of the bad guys are farther away than I thought they were, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here.
Alrighty. So Gang Enforcer 1 has done his thing. Gang Enforcer 2 is saying, I'm going to keep throwing another dagger at Middle Claw.
After he's been attacked by the boss.
Gang Enforcer gets his
Well, not
damage
yet.
for attacking not
What
Bertel.
is next?
Gang Enforcer 1 has been damaged. Gang Enforcer 2 has not been hit yet. And he's targeting Middle Claw and throws another dagger. But he's also
Yeah.
-2 for that. Oh, he
Yeah,
also
but-
dropped his dagger. So
He should
he
get
feels.
attacked by the boss though, because of my effect on him.
Doesn't that happen on the boss's turn?
No, it starts on anyone who starts adjacent to him.
Oh, really? The boss gets to attack him because he's
Yeah.
adjacent. Oh, fun. Okay. Well,
Maybe
in that
he's
case,
the reason why he he dropped his dagger.
could
Dropped it on
be.
his foot.
Let me untarget Bertel, target the Gang Enforcer, and the boss says, "Hey, have a stab with the longsword upside the face. It's successful. Here, have some damage upside the face." All right, so he's did some damage to him. All right, and so that's Gang Enforcer 2. He's done. So it's boss's turn. So on his turn, he has to attack a neighbor.
No, it's anybody who starts their turn adjacent to him. He gets a free attack on.
Okay. Okay. All right. So he's done it. So he is.
That's only once per round, is it?
No, it's every time someone starts a turn next to him.
It means he gets a free attack at Bertel.
No, it's only your enemies. My enemies.
Controllers. So much fun. All right. He's going to untarget Gang 1. He's going to target Gang 2, and he's going to throw a heal. That's where. Heal. There he goes. That's damage.
At the very wrong heel.
That's very weird. It shouldn't have done that. Let me open up his thing because he's got. No, he can do that. But no, he wants to do this one instead, not that one. So let me take off that damage. And then he is going to throw a heal onto the Gang Enforcer 1.
If he doesn't care about his boss.
Well, he is the boss, but he's throwing out heals because he's a leader. That's what leaders do. They throw out heals. And then
Nah. That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
and he also does a he's going to do a marble toss on Bert. He's going to do bag of dust on Bertel. Let's get rid of Gang Enforcer, bag of dust. And it hits. And the effect. I need to figure out why the effects are not triggering like they're supposed to. Bag of dust. You are blinded. So let me put an effect of blinded on for Bertel.
What
Blinded.
does it do exactly?
You can't see anybody, so you're -5 to attack anybody. But yeah, it is also, I believe, a save ends. It is. Here, let me undo that blinding. It is Pixie Ambusher's turn. Let me take off that blinding and put on this blinding. There, because it automatically has the save ends attached to it. Yes. Pixie is going to do another flyby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this time she's going to attack Nudge instead of Bertel. And so Pixie says, have a rapier to the face. And that's a hit. Some damage. And tries to smack you with her bag of pixie dust and fails
Smacks
horribly.
herself.
So yeah, she fails horribly herself and feels really sad about it. So it is Bertel's turn.
Okay, due to my font of life, I'm gonna start off with a saving throw against the blind.
All right.
It doesn't let me. Oh no.
You
Okay.
should be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't let me drag it at first. Okay, that didn't work out.
But it is a fail, so you're still blind. You can attack, either the boss or the
Yeah,
gang
I know.
enforcer.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. I want to use a power, but I'm not sure if it's worth wasting a power for that because of the likelihood of being able to hit.
It's going to be much harder to hit. So if it's
Yeah,
an encounter power,
yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm just gonna go at the gang enforcer one.
all
And
right.
have with a basic normal attack. Nope.
Nope. All right.
But I can renew my marks, so is that something?
Yep. All right, you can do that. And now you get an automatic roll, and you are no longer blinded. Yay. All right, footpad 3. He's been targeting Bertel, but he keeps seeing that arrows are flying from that middle claw guy. So he's going to do that, but it's -2. Here, have a crossbow bolt. Chew. And that's a hit. Have some damage. And he's going to shift forward 1. Oh, that's a bad spot to be. Oh, well, he's not smart. 4 is going to... He's going to do another crossbow shot at Bertel. Oh, and he drops his crossbow literally, so he then grabs out his sword and comes over here to stand next to his friend. And it's the Haas.
Yep. I'm going to target the boss, actually. Let me make sure I'm not targeting anyone else. Nope, just the boss. And I'm going to wonder where my character sheet went. Alright.
It's hiding.
Somebody stole my character sheet. I'm going to stagger and
Possibly
go to...
Yeah,
Was it in your
probably
wallet?
because-
It might have been in my wallet. They stole my character sheet!
It probably, when I unloaded everything, that may have done that. Because I'm an idiot. Anyway. It is a ranged attack.
Oh. And I am within range.
You're right next to Senor Gang Enforcer, but you do have a -2 for people opportunity attacking you. As far as...
-4.
Oh, -4? Even
They're
better.
-4 for hitting me. All right, I'm still
even
gonna do
better.
it. I'm gonna say, was your mother is so hairy. People often mistook her for a cord.
That's a hit, and that's a pull, isn't it? Or push?
It's a push.
I can't remember what. It's a
And I'm
push.
also going to
One.
allow Bear
You
to
want
hit him.
to? Yep. Bertel gets a free smack on him. Let me push him back. 1, 2, 3.
Not
Go
so
ahead and give him.
quickly. I need to hit him first.
No. You can hit him anytime during the push. Before,
yeah,
during,
I
after.
know.
Hit him so hard he hit the wall behind him.
Oh, missed.
Oh. All right.
Insulted
And,
his mother so hard he flew back 3 squares.
let me get the gang enforcer to see if he can attack you. Gang
He's at
enforcer
-4.
2. Yeah. I just need to make sure that he's targeting the right person. Because he was targeting Middle Claw once upon a day. Okay, there's the
Upon a midnight
Haas.
dreary.
Let me do something dark and dreary there. All right, so, and he is going to try a longsword at you, -4. And no, he misses.
I'm
And
basically
feels sad.
I jump over his sword and give him a rude gesture.
Rude gesture away. All right, nudge.
I am. You just can't see me because that's not family friendly. All right, I'm done.
Ooh, the boss is bloodied.
He is.
Also bloodied even
That's
more.
a hit. That's a hit. The gang enforcer cannot do an opportunity attack because he's already done one this round. So, bunch more damage. Yeah, he's critical.
He's critical. We use the gem yet?
Yeah, baby.
Or is that the one
That's
that
what
got
we're
stolen?
talking about.
The
that's a-
melanite gem got stolen. No, did not get stolen. So you can use that.
They stole my melatonin gem.
I'll say save. I'll
I
say
need to-
save it. I'll say save it.
Well, it's per encounter, but it's
Yeah.
a triple weapon. So if he's critical, he's probably doesn't need a triple weapon
I'll put it
damage.
triple. Factory.
So if it were a melee attack, then you could power
Yeah,
strike
I've had
and
a
do an
more-
extra.
Or takedown strike, but I don't
Yeah.
have an action point. I think I'm gonna save.
All right.
Ugh. Although if it's an encounter power, theoretically I can.
And some big bad evil guy might even show up, so you might want to save
This
it.
is also true. Save everything. Like fine.
All right, done. We'll bounce it to Thundy.
Dundee.
Thundy, our resident vaguely humanoid mass of purple crystal.
What's it?
No, white crystals.
White?
Milky white.
White
Yes.
crystals.
They come in lots of different colors, these shard mines.
Mister, who is this? Or what is this?
What is... What are you, Middleclaw? What is your race?
I'm a razor claw.
Ah,
Think werewolf ancestry.
I see.
Think very sharp claws, very
Yes.
sharp teeth.
And then he shoots bows from far, far away. All right.
Makes sense.
So beguiling strands both hit. Oh,
Strands.
or footpad is gone. All
He
right.
got stranded, right?
Yep, he did. Does it push or do anything, Thundy?
No, that one doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's all these different effects, and I'm trying to keep track of them all. All right, Middle Claw.
Wrong button. I wanted my control, not my Windows key.
All right. Boss and boss. They would be -2 to hit because you're shooting through bad guys.
Yeah.
Let me check his armor class. Yeah, you would you would miss the one with the miss, but you'd still hit with the one that's a hit. So, yep. All right. Onward.
And that's assuming the +4, the the power is added.
You still have that. It should go away with the next turn, but looks like it's just sitting on there. No, there's
Yeah.
the end next, so it's ready to end. Anyway, so you did your thing. Damage. Oh, poor boss. Ganged on by people who aren't in his gang.
Rip.
Show the move, boss.
Gone
All right,
and
Anna.
probably gonna be forgotten.
Yeah, I would really like to heal Nudge, but I don't know what to use. So
You have you've got 2 healings. There's the healing infusion curative admixture and resistive formula. Neither one takes a healing surge now. You probably want to use the curative admixture. That's the one where you target, they get their healing surge plus some wisdom and some other stuff. So you should be able to drop that plus on her. Or onto Nudge. There you go. 21 healing to Nudge.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah. Having leader types is nice. All right, what else?
nothing else. Going to stay here.
You've got a gang enforcer. You could just hit with a magic missile. You could hit with your magic weapon, and it would continue the pluses on everybody.
Get the standard out. Get the standard out.
Standard. Who's standard?
Yeah. The magic.
I
Oh,
think
flag.
Bertel has the standard. And
we have a flag
gang
that does
enforcers.
magical things.
Yes. All right, you gave him the attack 1 power. He says,
was
"Thank
enough.
you. I appreciate that very much."
Give it back.
No, give
Took
it
it
back.
off.
It's mine.
Yeah. Up, okay.
All right, I'm going to pass it on to the gang enforcers while you throw out some fun experiences or putts. Okay, so gang enforcer 1 is there. He's got 3 people next to him. He's smart-ish. So I'm going to have him attack Haas.
No, don't
Because
do that.
Haas is
I'm gonna
throwing out
intervene.
healings. Yes, which
I'm
is why I
gonna
said
intervene,
he's
sir.
smart-ish. In that, so he's gonna attack, and so that's a hit.
I go to jump the
Bertel?
second time and he's weary
Yeah.
to my ways.
Let's see if Bertel will kill him before the hit actually
Nah.
lands.
Not really.
It's 7 damage, so no, the he is not dead beforehand. Have some damage there, Haas.
Oh,
And it is a gang enforcer 2 turn, and he says, "Well, I see what I need to do. I'm gonna go right here. So now I can target not the Haas, but I will target the Bertel, and now I'm +2. Aha!
clever.
That's what I call a smart move.
Yeah, he's smarter, and he hits, and he does some damage, and then it's the pixie's turn. He says, "I'm going to try this and see if this will work." A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a little bit further. Wait, get onto there. Into the square. There we go. I wish I had the little move thing, and I don't. I just can drag people around, so I can't show the movement. Anyway, going to attack Nudge again. Mit der Rapier. And that misses with the pixie dust. And that hits. At which point, Nudge floats up to the ceiling.
Nudge,
with
come back!
Oh, nice.
Nice little goldeny sort of drips of magic sparkling all over Nudge up to the ceiling. How high is the ceiling? It's
That's
20
the question.
feet.
So
It
is
is
it
20 feet.
so you can't reach anything below? Or
No, but Nudge has a
Got a
bow and
bow.
doesn't
Yeah.
care.
It doesn't matter.
that's good. That's good.
All right, it is Bertel's turn.
I'm gonna shift up here.
All right. Doink.
Then I'm gonna apply some marks to this guy and this guy. And then I'm gonna use my Angry Spirits.
All right.
When you close +3 and every marked enemy inside gets some damage.
All right. Yep. You would hit that front row. I like Middle Claw's observation that somebody got shulkered.
Yep.
All right. Hit, hit, hit. All right. Damage, 4-foot pad.
Damn, that enforcer's still alive.
Think of
Yep.
something sad, Nudge.
All right. Done, Bertel?
Yeah, pretty much. I just something I'm curious about is whether I would be able to collect this pixie dust, and
That's a good question. You could ask
and
the
whether
pixie.
I can't really ask her. I could grab her and shake her, maybe catch
Like a
something
salt
that way.
shaker. Put her in a jar and shake her around like a salt
But
shaker.
I would be more. Can I just? How would I store that? Can I just?
That's a good question. That's a post-combat sort of question. I'm going to pass it on to Haas.
Awesome. All right. I'm like, how dare you? And just gonna, I don't know, just go. "Meh."
That works.
Yeah. Oh,
And oh, hey, you
it doesn't work
critted
though.
the guy.
I mean,
No, it's
I mean, my
it's
crit is
efficient.
6. It's just the advent of the robot air force. All right. And I go, yep.
All right, I think you're done.
I'm done now.
All right. Nudge, it is the beginning of your turn, and that's when the pixie dust wears off. You're currently 20 feet up in the air.
Oh, if I could take falling damage. Fun, or do it in
Yes.
athletics check? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, if you're trained in acrobatics, you can half the damage. But you have to be trained in acrobatics.
Pretty sure I'm not trained in acrobatics. But athletics, definitely.
Yeah, you're trained in athletics, but not acrobatics. So go ahead and roll 2 10-sided dice. I will let you share the fun.
Ooh, percentile.
Because it's
Could you catch other people if they were four next to you?
no.
How do I get multiple d10s? Just
Right click.
Just roll.
Click the die and right click
Oh.
once.
Yep, and then say 2x, but so 6 and roll again. That's what I was thinking. It's just run. So 6 and 7, so 13 damage more onto Nudge. 16 or 13 plus 16, so that's 19. All right. And you are prone. So let me give you the prone effect. There.
He comes down and just goes woof right on his stomach.
Be glad that this, almost 7-foot tall bugbear didn't land on somebody.
I go, oh no! I'm suddenly realizing the implications.
Yeah, that would be a big thunk. Technically, you're -2 to be hit by other people when you're
-4.
prone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
I was thinking of me.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do I have
But
my
anyway.
turn, or do I have very many fewer things I can do this turn?
You can stand. That's your move action, and then you've got a standard and a minor. So you could just, switch and.
Okay.
Or
Then
you
I'm
still
gonna
had.
stand right back up and
Yep.
just go
I'll take off the prone.
shooter.
And so at this point, then you can shoot Pixie or the guard or gang enforcer. Gang enforcer.
Ah,
That's a
shucks.
miss. All right. And I'm guessing done. So on to Thundy. Somebody's targeting the pixie. Nope, that's a hit.
She's immobilized by my spiderweb spit.
All right, let's make a 3x3. There's the spider web right there. Spit all over the poor pixie.
I'm walking into spider webs.
Well, immobilized. All right. Done. Midclaw.
Hello, Pixie. Got something for you.
Pin it to the ground.
Dagger.
He's got to. He's seen my points and his
Both
follow up.
points.
You see my point and the follow up.
Yep. All right. So Pixie is taking some damage at this point. Anna.
Going to hit the gang enforcer
All right.
with my magic weapon.
And it's a miss.
Too bad.
Feels
Oh, still a miss.
bad. Let me take that damage off.
Please.
Yeah. All right. And it is now Gang Enforcer's time. He's got a Bertel right there. He says, I'm going to hit you with my longsword. Please. Oh, it did hit. Saying please is always a nice thing to do. And he does
No,
some
please.
damage. Bertel is bloodied. Just calling that out. And it's the
10 later.
pixie.
I know.
I'm sure I'd like to feel
Is-
majestic.
He's about to feel
Um,
majestic AF.
Yep. The pixie fades out, and you cannot see her.
Oh, I should have took that invisibility thing. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have played it
And
anyway.
Where she's still around, she's just invisible.
yes, it means it's much harder to actually attack her. Let me actually put that
How
effect
how
on
high
her.
how high can a pixie would the pixie fly? Or would could we just bump into her?
Well, right
Running
now
around
the
the-
pixie is immobilized, but she is
She's still in that
invisible.
same square.
So I can just hit the space with a disadvantage.
You can target the space and assume that she's not moved, but because you
Yeah,
can't
okay.
actually see her, that's harder to do anything. Here, I'll make her so that she's visible, but
like-
she's technically invisible. There,
It's
you
like
can see the token.
It's like destroyers in World of Warships who think they're invisible
Yep.
and they sit inside their smoke screen.
Yep. All right. Since she can't move, she is rolling some saves, and she saved versus. Let's see.
Right.
The slowed is taken care of, still immobilized and invisible.
What could that
All
do?
right, Bertel.
Get out of there.
Yeah, I'm considering what I should do because I would like to, if possible, capture the pixie for later use, whatever that might be.
Do you have a jar?
I mean, I think it could be useful to have a handful of pixie dust at all times.
Staples.
Yeah,
Put her in a
whatever
jar and
things
rip her
you might
wings
use
out.
it. Let's check my powers. So yeah, that one seems okay-ish.
Today
So I'm
on
gonna
D&D,
shift up. No,
All
actually,
right.
no, I shift there
Okay.
because I don't want them to get combat advantage.
Oh yeah. Good point.
the gang contemplates slavery.
How much disadvantage would I have with this invisibility?
Invisibility should be a -5 to hit.
-5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you can't see the poor pixie. And
Well,
we're
yeah,
assuming
it's strength, so it's AC if I were to use that. So it's -5 strength. Okay. Let me check. 21 was it? Yeah, I'm just gonna try it. First thing that nothing's happening. So I'm gonna use my Earth Grasp Strike and try to knock her prone.
Okay.
That seems great.
Oh,
That
that's a
seems very
crit.
great. Oh, and I'm
But you're not actually. Oh no, you are targeting the pixie. So yeah, that'll
fine.
hit.
Oh no,
And
that poor pixie's about to go
since
poof.
no, it's not because I'm using Flat Side from Blade because I wanna preserve her possible.
He swings
Pixie
his sword
Fury.
like a baseball bat. Boom!
You pretty much.
There you go. All right. So yes, poor pixie is critical.
And prone. Yeah,
And you've
and
knocked the poor pixie invisibly prone.
yeah, but I would hurt this. I would hear the thud if it falls down, wouldn't I?
I'd feel it too.
Yeah. Flying
I would just
creatures.
rise from the carpet.
So,
yeah, flying. Yeah.
Quick questions.
Uh-huh.
Pixies are pretty small.
They are tiny, is the
Yeah,
classification. So about a foot tall.
Yeah. So my question is, could I use like maybe some of my skins to make sure she cannot escape if I just roll her up because I don't have anything better right now? I have skin and rope.
Throw a blanket down.
That yeah, you
Hmm?
you could definitely do that. I would call that like a standard action because you've got to pull the
Yeah.
stuff out and drop it on, and you've already attacked. So as a next round, if you wanted to do that as a standard action, definitely could.
Okay. I'm gonna use an action point for that because I don't trust my party.
Oh.
I know I have a habit to finish off things. And
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab my backpack, waffle around, and pull out some rope as well as some of my good tent leather
Mm-hmm.
or lizard
Yep.
skin.
Yep. You can
And
grab
I'm
a whole
gonna
bunch of that.
yeah, and I'm gonna wrap the pixie up so she can barely breathe.
Yep. All right.
Suffocate
So
her?
what was that, Nudge?
You're gonna suffocate her?
Well, definitely wrapped up in leather at this point. So
Very creepy.
yep.
Can I
All right.
can I
Haas.
put that
Oh.
bundle on my backpack?
No. You've taken the leathers out of your backpack and you've dropped them on top of the poor pixie. So you've got this 3 or 4 leathers and a little lump in the middle of them. So definitely not going any place at this point. So very much so. Haas.
Well, I was gonna attack the pixie, but now I can't really attack it because it's under the blankets.
Area of effect still works. Of course, you also have a Bertel who would probably like a healing
Yeah.
because he's bloodied.
I go,
Just
fine.
saying.
Fine. I go,
Oh, you don't
fine.
have to. He's getting all S&M on the poor pixie. With
Go,
leather.
I guess you could be majestic, and I wave my fingers weirdly. Yeah, and there you go.
Waving the middle finger, are you?
Thanks for that wave, bro.
When you wave, use all 5 fingers.
And then I'm going to I guess I could. Okay, I have a move and I have. Okay.
Mine.
I already used a minor.
Yep. The chairs are difficult terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works.
Same place I wanted to go anyway.
Yep. But
And,
you avoid the difficult terrain of chairs.
I do. So difficult to run through.
Yeah.
And
I've seen enough GIFs of people falling over as they try to do strange parkour things.
Yeah. And I'm going to staggering note this one. It sounds like a peal of thunder.
It hits.
And I push him 3 squares away towards Middle Claw.
Well, you can push him here, but he can't be pushed any further because he can't get pushed through the poor.
Okay.
for sacks.
Okay.
He's smeared against the wall.
Yep.
Like a cheese grater.
All right, fun. All right, done. Nudge.
So Nudge charges him through the wall.
Oh. Nudge wants to go this way.
Mhm.
I'll just
Yep.
go smash him.
Yep. Hassan smash.
Yes, I am in my stance. Okay.
That's a hit.
There we go.
And then an obscene amount of damage.
Not obscene enough.
Apparently not, if he's only bloodied.
Well, he barely got hit before, I think once. So, Now, here's a case where if you wanted to go ahead and use your gem of 3 times weapon damage, you certainly could, because the chance of killing a bloodied guy that way is very much higher.
Higher. Any objections?
Go for it.
Party.
Go
Nope.
for it.
Okay.
Smack him
Go for it.
down.
Okay.
So damage.
Jake,
Okay.
you're not using it on the pixie.
One.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
it was only
sufficient.
one. Okay then.
That was a pretty hard hit. That was sufficient. All right, poor gang enforcer is
Schwack.
gone. All
I
right.
declare combat is over. I'm gonna pack up my new slave, and we can leave.
Oh dear.
Well, it is technically Thundy's turn. Thundy's not been one to leave prisoners around for a while.
Yeah, you killed my prisoner.
Hey, Anna says, let's cook the pixie.
Leave the pixie alone. I want her as a pet.
All right.
Try to domesticate it?
Does the pixie still have the purse?
It's a good question. At this point, you haven't searched and looted the bodies to look for the purse. Since the pixie is immobilized, we'll go ahead and say the pixie isn't going to be doing anything to attack back. But I see Thundy has targeted the pixie.
You poor creature.
Is
In
is
the
Thundy going
arms
to
of an angel.
is Thundy going to roll an attack?
Just as a reminder, you stand right next to me.
I want to see the look on your face as I stomp on it.
It's an area of effect, and Pertel's in the area. I don't know. Here, I'm going to take that web off.
Now you caught a Tinkerbell. Congratulations, Peter Pan.
All right, so I'm going to
Assuming combat's ended.
yes. At this point, combat's ended, and you've captured yourself a pixie here.
I would like to look for my wallet, please.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, team leader. What do you say?
Search the dead bodies and get information from the pixie.
Aha. Okay. So yes, let me take the
Shoot
party.
the bodies and interrogate.
And
Mhm.
pull the wings off.
Loot and interrogate.
It's never going to fly again.
Anybody got a
All
jar?
right.
It's
So
called a
here's-
walk.
All right. You get
I'm not sure.
from.
Can
Mhm.
pixies survive without their wings?
And wings off will
Let's
probably
find
just-
out.
It
This
would
one
be
is
a
a bicycle,
horrible
so it's
thing
no
to do.
problem.
I
It
mean,
would be a
Wings-
horrible
That
thing.
would be a definite
Yeah.
shift in alignment there, bud.
Yes, yes. You do get some gold and some silver from the people. You loot some chainmail, some crossbows, some bolts, some daggers, some shields, and leather armor and long swords. A whole lot of long swords. A rapier from the pixie, and a scale armor. So those are the items.
and some daggers.
Did I find my
Yes, a
wallet?
whole bunch of daggers. Yes, you do find your pouch that has the money as well as the amethyst gemstone in there.
Yay.
I put it back in my
Alrighty.
belt with my 23 other decoy coin purses. It did not work. It
Alrighty.
was unsuccessful.
So you're here. Middle claw's heading over there.
Thank you.
What else do you want to do? You're looking around.
I'm looking through the bookcases.
You
Okay.
look-
For middle class, since you're looking in the bookcases, roll a perception check. And you are successful. You find a book that has 4 rituals written inside it that can be added to any ritual caster's book. The rituals are level 2, 3, 4, and 5 of their choice. So that's I think we've got 2 ritual casters at this point. I think both Anna and Haas are ritual casters. Or yeah. Anyway,
Is
so
it like the free ritual of that level, or is it a fixed ritual?
you can choose a level 2, 3, 4, and 5 ritual of your choice. No rares, but all the common and uncommon rituals. So you can pick something that you want out of there. So rituals, there's that. What else do you see in the area you want to investigate?
I'm gonna guess a bearskin.
It's a big
anything
bear
in the
skin.
chest?
The chests are locked. All right. I heard an Anna say that, so we'll move Anna up next to the chest. So there's a middle claw next to a chest, standing on the chest. It would take a thievery check to unlock the chests, or you can always just smash it. Let's see. Middle claw, you are unsuccessful in unlocking that chest.
I guess my one and only lockpick.
Yep.
You want me to help you?
Nah,
right.
you're too smashy.
Nope. I've got
No.
proficiency with thieves' tools.
Yep. Middle claw, you could help Nudge, so Nudge gets a +2 on the roll. You could have other people help.
My thievery is +12.
Anybody else wants to help
I'll
Nudge
help.
with the?
I'll help. I'll help. I'm
Alright.
over here going. Oh yeah, I can do that.
And you miss.
All right. You're +2. Anybody else? Bundy, you have pockets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, technically not hands.
I look over and I go, "What?"
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
A 1 is not going to unlock that chest.
Move
Which doesn't
aside.
strike me as being very fair. Because it's
But it's
It's a
still a
critical miss.
natural 1 always is a miss.
Just smash it open.
Yep.
Move aside. I'll try.
All right. Nudge, you can help Haas.
Point out where you failed so I can figure it out. That's +2. No, wait, no, it's not. Never mind. He hasn't rolled yet.
Yep.
Nudge.
Middle claw, you want to come help with the thievery roll?
I poke
Anybody
Nudge.
else with?
Hello, Nudge. Are you there? Did you die? Did I die?
Gonna have to smash something.
Oh, hey.
Now I roll it.
Maybe you should have been the one to
Okay.
do the roll.
Okay, so you're definitely a +2. Nudge may be dealing with the puppies at this point.
Okay. Well, I just brush him aside real quick, and it's like, oh, and there.
That is successful. You unlock that chest.
2 quick
All right,
turns
let me
of the
take-
wrist. Ta-da!
Yep.
I take about.
All right, let me drop that into the system. Did that pick it up? It did. There's 2,000 gold in that chest, as well as some potions. There's a Fey Step potion, a potion of clarity, a potion of cure moderate wounds, and a potion of invulnerability.
I look. There's some coins in here.
Not a small amount either. So,
There's
all right.
about 1,000 in here.
Yeah, there's definitely 500 in here.
250. I was mistaken. There's 250. Oh wait, no. 100. Oh nope. There's no gold. Sorry.
50 is a lot of gold, you know.
That's
Back
how
in
it
my
goes.
day, 25 gold would buy you a lot. How dare you accuse me of stealing the 15 gold in the chest? I'll have you
All
know,
right, so
I didn't touch the 10 gold in this chest.
yeah. All right, so there's the chest on the left that
Did
Anna's
anybody
next.
drop this gold coin?
Who
There was
left
gold
that
in
there?
there?
What gold?
They're just potions. All right. The potions have descriptions you can read and see what all they do. Anyway, there's the chest on the left. If you want to
I shall
tackle
attempt that
that.
again.
All right.
Unless you want to do it. And I look to
Get nimble
Middle co-
lockpicks.
okay.
Uh, they don't break. But,
Not the Skyrim lockpick.
no.
However, if you'd like, I can do it again. And I go,
I'm busy looking through the barrels and sacks
Yeah,
and
someone's
whatnot.
gonna ask me to do a thievery check over again.
Yeah. The chest on the right got picked successfully by Middleclaw did the picking on that, and anyway, there was lots of gold that eventually turned away into like 2 pieces of gold, and then 4 potions in there, and the chest on the left needs picking.
well, I picked
So
it.
Haas is getting ready up.
Cha-cha!
Yep.
Do it.
Ta-da!
He says,
With-
"I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm just going to pick this right now."
I pick it behind my
There's
back. And it was like, oh, ta-da!
Mhm. In here, there's 600 gold, 6 platinum, and some bottles of wine and a scroll. Let's drop that into the thing.
6 platinum. Holy shit, those guys are rich.
Oh, not really. It's only 60 gold or 60 gold. Unless
Yeah.
platinum's worth 100 gold in this universe.
Yes, a platinum
Platinum
is 100 gold each.
Oh, I was mistaken. I thought it was 10.
No, it's 100 gold. And that's for all 3 of those platinum pieces.
Ah, yes, the 3 platinum pieces we had in there.
You mean both of the platinum
What?
pieces?
Oh, hey guys,
Yeah,
look! I found a platinum piece.
What platinum piece?
And I flick it up in the air and do a magic trick, and it's
copper one
gone.
comes down.
There's no.
Oh,
No, I don't do that. That's very scummy of me. I'm a very honest
It's a
person at heart.
it is a funny comedy skit. I laugh every time people pull that one. All right, so you've looted a bunch of stuff, and is there a secret passageway anywhere? None that you notice, but you hear the sound of heavy footfalls and equipment slapping against sweaty bodies, and a troop of 10 guards come puffing from a long run, come trotting into the room, and they greet you. Once they've had a few minutes to catch their breath.
As per usual.
Yeah. And the leader of the group of town guards waves at you and says, adventurers, the town leader is waiting to meet with you. He gestures to the rest of the town guard, there to set up a perimeter around the gang hideout while the others will survey the situation and identify everything that's there, roll up the bodies, all that sort of stuff. And he goes, "Did you leave any of the gang alive for questioning?"
Yeah, what pixie?
Only the pixie more or less. Well, it's not.
Okay.
We have a pixie in a jar.
It's a bushy pixie.
Poor pixie. They will take custody of the pixie
No.
and
I'm gonna I'm gonna hide the pixie from there. I don't want to take it.
you're not going to be able to sneak some pixie dust away and end up using that because you're not a pixie. Only
Well, I
pixies
know,
can use
but
it.
yeah, but I can still keep the pixie.
He's just gonna pull it
You-
out
you
every.
don't-
Hey, do the thing. Do the thing.
I just gonna keep it hostage long enough so get Stockholm and no one likes me actually, so like I can befriend it and such.
The pixie is not going to be your friend. you done killed the rest of the Pixies gang. The Pixie is going to be cheesed, and story wise, the Pixie is not going to hang with you guys. So we will let the town guards wander off with the Pixie.
Give
They will
it
have
money.
little tiny manacles, little chain, clips for the wings, whatever. A Pixie is technically a playable character, and I actually rolled up a bard with a Pixie. Really fun player class because they're tiny, which means they can stand in the square of another player, technically like sitting on your shoulder, walking along.
Yeah.
So
I could have been a
Pixies
pixie,
are-
but I wanted to be a tiefling.
yes, tiefling is perfectly fine. Tieflings are fun too. But how many people play a Pixie? So anyway, I'm going
Few,
to
quite a
close
few,
this.
actually.
I've yet to encounter anybody in the parties to play a Pixie. It would be fun. A Pixie monk would be a hoot. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that.
I think I'm the only normal, like, kind of person in the group in terms of, like, humanoid.
Well, tieflings, yes, they're definitely a normal 4th edition character, but they're not a normal
PC.
what do you put first
Humanoid.
edition sort of thing. Yeah. You've got 2 humanoids, you as a tiefling and Middleclaw as a Razorclaw. But Nudge is a ginormous bugbear. Got a mechanoid and a crystalline, and Anna is the dryad, so also humanoid, just leafy.
A tree
And a
person.
tree.
A tree person.
And a tree.
I thought you were quite literally a tree. That's what I thought you were. Like,
Yep.
an elf
Don't burn
tree.
trees.
But when
Yes.
when Anna leaves, she's going to leave and branch off.
Yep. Yes. As there's both a tree and a humanoid figure form for Anna. The tree is not here though.
Yep.
Anyway, did a short rest. Haas, do you want to sing a song of sixpence and throw some heels around?
Yeah, I go.
Let's see.
Start singing, just a random. You gotta go to bed. Be quiet and go to sleep. Sleep. It's just,
Don't give up your day job, dude.
it was beautiful. It was beautiful in game. I don't have the energy to do it.
I was crying, really.
I need to find the Ukla the Mock song of Go to Bed for you.
It's a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song. Actually, if you would find it and send that to me, I will post that in Discord. So
I'm trying to do it. I need the map. Do I? No, I don't need a map. I can just drag it on.
I don't. I think you can just drag it on there, or you could drag it into the combat tracker. Let me pixie the pixie off of there.
Oh, Middle Claw actually needs some. Middle Claw.
Yep.
And
Nudge.
And that's
Alrighty. Now Anna used up one of the infusions that she has. So during the short rest, she can re-enable it, but that takes a healing surge. So who's going to use up a healing surge to? Because it's either Anna or somebody else.
I'll donate one.
All right.
I'd say take it from Sandy.
All right. So let me click on Thundy and say you've used spent one. There. All right. Doing it. All right. So it doesn't matter that you left the gang alive. They're going to process the pixie. I'd written this expecting that you would have killed everybody. So you're saying, it doesn't matter that you killed everybody. We've been trying to track this gang down for months with little success. While I'm very grateful to have you stomp this pet nest of vipers, I know our leader is more anxious that you take care of our dragon problem. And he kind of outside looks up at the top of the mesa towering above the town, and you swear you see at least 2 flying shapes in the clouds way up there at the top. Looking back down, you see the guard leader gently prod a young guard at your direction, and he says, "This new recruit will take you to Koji while the rest of us deal with the mess below." And the little
not the mess above.
No, not so much. They're already working on the mess there in the town square that you left. Anyway, the young guard leads you from the outskirt of Frost Deep into the overhang section. Here in the dark section, it's cooler and darker, but he leads you to a nice house with a pair of guards at the entrance. These are the adventures that Koji asked for, he announces to the guards. A guard gently raps on the door next to a small panel that pops open. He mutters something quickly and quietly, and the door opens up. A pale human with almost pure white skin and scarlet chin-length hair stands inside. Says, "I will conduct you to Koji. Please follow me." He turns and walks away, the black fabric of his robes making no noise. This is the point where I assume you all follow. You're led down the central hallway of the building to a door near the back. Your guide knocks twice, opens the door after what sounds like a muffled "come in," spoken from inside, and your pale guide leads you inside and speaks, "Koji, these are the adventurers from Rust." Koji stands up at the desk he was sitting at and comes to look you over. He's slim in his black trouser and white tunic and stands barely 5 foot tall. But what strikes you most about Koji's appearance are the 2 large cat ears jutting out of his gray and white hair. He consults a line of text on a thin strip of paper and he goes, is it construct, tiefling, bugbear, dryad, crystalline, shifter? Okay, you match the description of the people dispatched from Rust. And you have done us a good turn by striking hard at the band of robbers that have been plaguing us. Which means this is yours. He picks up a small cloth pouch at his desk. All right, which one of you is the leader here in this group?
I immediately
Free.
start to raise my hand.
I am.
We all raise our hands simultaneously.
Me.
No, I was pointing at the tree.
Currently, the tree is.
He goes, "Patch," and he tosses a pouch to I wrote he tosses the back. No, he tosses the bag to Anna. The bag clanks
Ow!
with the sound of coins. Says, "That's the reward for the capture and or elimination of the gang." And I'm glad you chose mostly of the latter, as now I don't have to deal with locking them up, except for the pixie. He pushes aside a few papers on his desk and sits on the corner. "So you're the best Rust can send to handle our problem with dragons? What experience did you have with them?"
I can speak to them occasionally.
We killed a whole bunch of those giant lizards. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't think lizards are draconic, but maybe?
Reptilian.
I know they got 4 legs and some wings.
I
Maybe?
ate them.
I think they taste good. I've never had dragon, but I'd really like to.
I have experience in telling you that wyverns taste like chicken.
Ha. He goes,
We've
"Oh, so
killed everything that's come our way, monster-wise.
Yep. Well, he sits there and says, "If you've got that much experience, let me fill you in at least then of what we've got here. But first, let's have a 5-minute break and we'll serve a little bit of drinks here, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Get up and stretch your legs."
I immediately
Roll
look
initiative.
around for a table with a tea set.
Go ahead, if you wander away, go ahead and mute yourself so that we know when you are back. You unmute yourself. It's a quick way of counting noses. All right, I'm off.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little noses. crushed dust and sand. I said, listen, I've traveled these here lands. I've been everywhere, man. Gross desert bear, man.
Pizza's been ordered. Just waiting for the oven to deliver.
Nice. Oh.
That's the Go to Bed song by Ukla the Mock.
I can't hear a thing about on that.
Nice.
Just noise and what sounds like a guitar.
It's telling him to go to bed. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed.
That's
It's
how distorted it is.
it's quite loud, and unfortunately, a lot of their stuff was recorded fairly low quality.
At least it hasn't been.
Yeah, it's not been
to YouTube.
it's not been transferred nicely because they were back in the 80s. I think Ukla the Muck when they did their big stuff in the 80s. And so most everything was done in cassettes or people recording when they played live. So most of their stuff is not great quality.
Studio albums.
Yeah. But I don't think Go to Bed is on one of the studio albums.
Go to Bed is on Nerdvana.
It's on Nerdvana. Yep. Anyway, he's a silly. Right. And then to prove your geekdom, do you know where Ukla the Mock comes from? Without looking it up.
Reading,
Miss-
I think.
I've never
This
heard
one-
of this person before, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Mrs. the Duck Farmer knows.
Sweden.
Well, there was a cartoon many years back in the 80s called Thundar the Barbarian. And one of the people that roamed around with him was Ukla, who was a mock. And so he was always Ukla the Mock.
He was kind of the Thundar's answer to Chewbacca.
Yeah.
He didn't talk like birdie, birdie, roosty, birdie,
No,
birdie.
no, I
That's
don't
the
think he
Swedish
ever
chef.
talked.
Probably relative
Make
of
lots of
cousin
rock
Mitch then.
noises and stuff like that.
Kind of cousin-it-esque. Anyway, looks like we're all back from a nice stretch because I know I needed it.
Yeah. I've got
alrighty.
I got my oven delivering me a pizza.
Ooh, always nice.
The
Thundy may
name
have a,
Ookla actually comes from University of California, Los Angeles.
Someone's been Googling.
Yep. All right. So it says, let me fill you in. About 4 or 5 months back now, people here started seeing dragons flying around above us in the clouds. You could say the people were scared. You could also say that the streets were ankle deep in piss, but that's a lie. The truth is people hid under their beds. Nobody here wants to be eaten by some flaming huge dragon, and I can't blame them. So here's the deal. You go up and kill them. Chase them off, make them gone. I don't care how. You keep anything you find up there because you're the ones risking your necks for us. And when you come back down, I will give you each 1,000 gold for your successful task. Do you have any questions?
Question. How are we going to get into the sky?
Oh well, climb, of course.
Slime. We're going to go.
Climb. So look up
Climb.
a mesa or a
Yeah.
mountain.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Go to climbing
I
cave.
thought you meant they were quite literally just right above us, not like.
No, the
Shows
the
you how
the
smart
mesa
I am.
towers 2,000-3,000 feet above your head, maybe more. It's hard to tell because the top is obscured by a foggy cloud.
I suddenly
So
go, oh.
yeah, he goes, yeah. Can you fly? No. Okay. You'll have to climb up,
I can
and we
try.
can outfit you with extra pintons and rope, but you'll have to do the actual climbing yourself. We do have some rooms in a building next door where you can rest today, so you can start up tomorrow. Because climbing in the dark is just dumb.
Yeah, the four of us already have.
Can we go and grab some supplies before we start off?
Certainly, it's early afternoon. There's plenty of time to do that. Are there any other questions you would like to ask Koji?
Sell off the stuff sell off most of the loot we got.
Yes, it would be real easy to go sell off the loot. There are some things you probably don't want to sell off.
Yeah, let me look at the
Yeah,
party
look at
sheet
the
again.
inventory here.
There's some
A bottle of
potions.
wine. Wine. What kind of wine? Perth Pink.
Well,
Oh, it's from Australia.
Chateau Bleu.
Chateau
Sacré
Sophie.
Bleu.
It says, beware, this is not a wine for drinking. This is a wine for laying down and avoiding.
That's the pink
Um,
Chateau Chunder.
Sink wine.
Chateau Bleu has won many prizes, at least not for its taste and lingering afterburn.
The label says Chateau Chunder, which is an
Appellation Contrôlée.
Contralais.
Yes.
Especially
Specially grown.
those keen on regurgitation, a fine wine which really opens up the sluices at both ends. I'm glad I didn't decide to drink any of these.
These actually are descriptions of Australian wines that comes from a Monty Python skit
I see.
that I decided to sneak in there for fun.
Monty
You
Python
can.
and the Holy Grail.
It's not from there. No, it's an actual skit of Australian wines. Because that was the big joke. That like Australia has wines. And, California for a while was a big joke. California has wines, and now apparently pretty good wines. But not that I drink. I don't care. Anyway. Yeah, there are some things you probably want to keep. There are some potions you definitely want to keep your eyes on there. Everything else can. Oh, and there's a scroll.
Can I read the scroll?
Versus undead.
Anybody can read the scroll.
Oh, is it the scroll of protection versus undead?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was just a legitimate scroll that said, "Hey, this is a scroll. Read it."
26 daggers. Boy.
Yeah, you've but yes, you can go ahead and do that. Let me share the loot so far as the coins. Ching 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 ching. Alrighty.
537 apiece.
Plus a platinum.
Piece, and a silver.
And some
3
silver.
or 4 silver.
Yep. There's 2 gold and a silver left over. So at some point I need to drop you enough treasure that it'll even out so that it's not sitting in there. Anyway. So yes, you can definitely go off and sell. Any other questions to Koji or about Koji or anything else that you would like to ask?
I'm assuming Koji is a tabaxi.
He says, "No, I'm Hengeokai. It's as plain as the whiskers on my face."
I thought you were cosplaying a cat then. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that species. Nice to meet you.
Well, it's plain that you don't get out much if
I
you don't
don't.
know what a Hengeokai is.
I quite literally fell from the sky, so...
A Hengeokai is what you get when an animal lives long enough in a highly magical area. It says, I was happy being a normal cat doing happy normal cat things when I remember looking up at a high shelf and thinking to myself, I sure wish I was taller so I could reach that food up there. And with that, I shifted into this form you see here.
Oh.
I should have wished for at least 6 inches more or reach a higher shelf, but that's what you get.
I go,
What
oh,
is?
so you're a magically
Oh, that.
saturated kitty cat. Hello.
Yes, that's a Hengeyokai. There are many, many different forms of different types, and cat is one of them. And Hengeyokai, you have 3 forms. There's an actual human-looking form with a few animalistic features, but very subtle. A animal-human hybrid, which is he is in and he normally likes, and then there's the pure animal. So if he's a say a raven, he could fly around if he wanted to as a raven,
Can
or
you
cat, he can
shift
climb.
between the 3 of them?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yep.
That's dope.
Okay, it's a player race. Here, let me put a link here. There. That was that Black Hammer signed note was from your
Way
very
earlier.
first, the very first chapter.
Black Hammer was
And
the evil dwarf. Well, he wasn't evil, but he.
did you find Black Hammer?
I don't remember. I think we killed him, did we? We might not. He might have to be. We might have to loop around and find him again and kill him.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a question going back up here. The friend or his assistant. Yeah, Thundy looks around for an oversized ball of yarn. That's raisin. The Thundy also likes the black fabric that the aide is wearing. And Middleclaw wonders if the person is too much like a vampire. Well, you could ask him. What's up with your white friend?
Not that rude.
He says, well, that's Grigory, my secretary. He's a quiet sort who doesn't like to be out much during the day. He's a Vriloka. It's an ancient family that used a blood bonding ritual to steal vitality from the vampire clan. And they gained many of the powers of the vampire, like strength, long life, tendency to wear lots of black and red clothing without the vulnerability of a vampire, like sunlight and being stabbed in
became
the heart
edgy.
by a stake. Although, that pretty much kills anybody. But yeah.
That kills everyone.
That pretty much kills everyone. Yeah. So, and the Vriloka, that's also another playable race. They're really cool. They have red hair quite often.
Oh, you poor bastard! You're a ginger.
No souls.
Not ginger, because that's that pale blondie strawberry sort of look. No, red.
Oh, like
So
red.
here, let me find. I've got a nice picture of Vriloka. I was trying to tempt one of the players in the last session, and none of them wanted to. I said, "Aw," but it's such a cool picture I found. Bunny. Here, let me drop that into D&D info.
So
yes.
These towers were meant to be climbing.
Yes.
Are they the walls of the are these the radiation walls we gotta climb up and kill things at? Like the edge of the canyon, or no?
What if we look at the map and let me find.
Your link is not working.
I just dropped it into the chat under D&D info. There's just a picture there.
Okay, I saw a link on the in-game chat, and there was nothing there.
That was a link. Did I drop a link?
You dropped.
I did drop a link. What was that link? Oh, that was the Hengeyokai race link that dropped up. There's also, if you go to that website, you can also look up the Vriloka. Anyway, map. Story, pictures. All right. Because there's not an easy way of keeping pictures. But here we go. Let's share this so you can see it in the game. So Rust is there on the left where the river's pouring out.
And we don't really see the image.
There
Just
should
here,
be.
I
I
see
see
a big
question
red X
mark.
box
There
with
it
a
is.
question mark.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now it's
really.
popped up for me.
Yes, better. That's better.
Okay, it
Much
just
better.
takes a while for it to load. Okay, so there on the left is the rust where you've been, and that set of mountains, that little spiky things, that's part of the wall of the wall of mountains that surround the area. They extend out through there, but it is possible to pass through, and so there is a pass that you've gone through, and frost is in the middle of that pass. It's maybe 1,000, 1,500 feet higher than the rest of the valley. And where frost is built in is at the foot of probably you would call it a volcanic shaft that's since worn away and been built up. So it's almost a straight, solid shaft of
Oh,
stone going
Devil's
straight up.
Tower in Wyoming.
Yeah, it's like Devil's
Yeah,
Tower.
you could think, yeah, that's a volcanic shaft
It's a basalt.
that the rest is worn away, and so it's 2,000 to 3,000 feet up, and it's cloud covered up at the top. So you can't really see where it is all the way up to the top, but that's where they've been seeing the dragons flying around. And so you're looking at a rock climb up along the side up to the top.
I'm trying to remember if I'm proficient in athletics.
Well, you
We'll find out,
can
I
pick
guess.
up, if you don't already have, you can pick up the climbing gear. There's some climbing gear you can pick up that
I'm not
actually lets you
proficient,
help
but I will
climb.
Climbing kit.
definitely
It's
pick
called
that up.
climbing kit.
Yep. Some of you already picked up that piece.
I will definitely buy some of that.
I've had it since the start.
Mm-hmm.
You finally get
It
to climb.
gives
I would,
you, I think it's plus
I mean-
2 to your skill challenge for climbing when you use that. And so, yes, if you want to sell off the stuff, let me make
So-
sure that we sell.
Sell off the non-name
little
stuff.
question.
Mhm.
Since we are taking some time until we get there and start a journey on the next day,
Mhm.
I would like to do some shopping. I guess can I send you the list now, or should I just send it after the session?
Easier after the session, because if there's stuff that you think you would be using during, the next little while, because we got lots of people and we'd like to proceed on rather than just
Yeah,
fiddle
that's what
with
I'm asking.
inventory.
Yeah, okay. alright.
But yes, definitely give me that information, and we can consider it purchased and in your inventory. I am taking the prices off of the potions and the scroll, so I'm hoping that when I do the bulk sell all the crap, that it all goes away. All right, bottle of wine. We'll go ahead and sell the bottle of wines because they were just mostly there for funniness. And sell. Chunk. Cool. We kept the potions.
Awesome.
Yep, nice. And 200 some of
What
gold,
about
some
that
copper.
potion cure wounds that was sold?
Oh, that got sold?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let me. You're right. There were 4 potions. And let's grab potion cure light wounds. Drop that into there. Let's take the money off so it doesn't get sold away. And I will. And we'll drop the money on you guys. Chunk. Okay. So resting, you can, if you have an idea of stuff that you would like to purchase or look at, definitely let me know. We'll consider that as being done, and we can plop that into stuff next round or as we go on. At this point, resting the night, getting ready for the climb tomorrow. Any questions? Anything you want to discuss before we start?
How long is the climb?
It's 2,000 to 3,000
determined.
feet.
Yeah,
It's
to
gonna
be
be a
determined.
long haul.
It's a skill challenge. It's gonna,
Great.
Yep, it's going to take some skills to get up there
Excellent.
because it's the climb.
Is there a shortcut?
Do you know
There's
how
no
to
shortcut.
to get up in the air? Can you fly?
Flight.
Can
Being
you
able
fly,
to fly.
Bobby?
Yeah.
I told you with Captain Pixie. I told you.
The pixie lets you fly up for a very short amount of time, and then it
But if she
expires, and then
constantly
you
renews
fall
it,
down.
And then you fall.
if you just keep checking out so you use the pixie dust.
There's only so much pixie dust in a pixie.
Start squeezing the poor thing.
Yeah, that would be quite brutal. You possibly ground a pixie. That might help too. Anyway, we do need an extended rest so that you can sleep. So that resets everybody's abilities and whatnots. Extended rest. Ka-chunk.
We going to sleep.
All right.
How do I learn new languages while I'm sleeping?
That's a good question because now you actually are going to be level 8. So let me take pause. Interesting. It says you're level 8 right now.
I think I changed the number on accident.
Oh, okay.
There you
Well,
go.
it's okay.
There you go. Now I'm 7.
No, it's fine. You could be 8 because the +2 effect that pops in there, or the plus, you went from a +3 to a +4 to the side. You also need 21 there, and intelligence is going to be 15. So I'm assuming you're upping your charisma and intelligence.
Yep, that's fine.
And there's no new powers. You get the feat and everything as far as any bonuses, because now you're +4 on all your rolls instead of +3, and that's automatically calculated. So I checked that already, and it works. So you are done. If you go to notes, your languages have already been added in there. So when you wake up, you go, I can speak Abyssal and Dwarven and Supernal. It's
I
amazing.
had a revelation while I slept.
Yes.
God
Big
spoke to me in a
nonsense.
dream. He said, "Hey, you need to learn my language, or else."
Yep.
It's like, oh no.
You put the books underneath, and if
I
they're
absorbed
light,
it through osmosis.
they come up. If they're heavy, weighty material, you got to put the book on top of your head so it sinks down in.
Just duct tape it to my head.
Fair enough.
Yep. Either way. All right. Anything before we proceed with the skill challenge up? I'll take that as a no.
Stretch first.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
All right. We got 3 initiatives. There's a 4th.
Oh,
A 5th.
wow, that's bad. That's bad.
Come on.
There was the last. Okay. So Middleclaw, you and the rest of the party are standing there at the base of the climb. You've been given a bag of a whole bunch of extra ropes and some pittance for hammering into the rock face and belaying yourself off, because you don't want to fall unless you want to free climb all the way up. I suggest not. Anyway, so
One fail and we fall off the cliff and we die.
it would probably
Your
be
session.
yeah.
Very straight way down the mesa.
Yes, very short
Very
going down. Middleclaw rolls insight and tells you, with his keen insight, he figures that the skills that are primary for this climbing challenge are acrobatics, athletics, dungeoneering, endurance, and perception. And persnicketyness, says Mrs. the Duck Farmer.
What's what? Who?
Persnicketyness. Define
Precociousness.
persnickety.
Snickety.
Louder.
Snickety. Adjective. Characterized by excessive attention to detail, often in a fussy manner.
There you go. Persnickety. Use it 3 times in a sentence today, and it'll be yours.
People will be very annoyed with you.
I do not know what persnickety is.
Yes, it's being very attentive to detail.
I still don't know what persnickety is.
Extremely
Yes.
picky.
Another generation.
Yes.
Anal retentive.
Yes.
Do you know what persnickety is? I used it 3 times. Yay!
There you go. All right.
Mrs. Duck Farmer has been persnickety.
She is. She is. She
We're
is.
gonna summon something.
Yes, that would be bad. Okay, so what is your first skill that you want to roll there, Middleclaw? He's rolling something. It's a perception skill. You are successful. Let me drag that over. There's a success of 1. You look at the rock ahead of you and notice there's a seam that goes up quite a distance that it would be pretty easy to hammer in and belay your way up through that chimney of rock. And so you tie off yourself with Nudge and Thundy, and Anna, Haas, and Bertel tie themselves off so that you've got 2 groups of 3. And so if one falls, hopefully the rest of you are strong enough to hold off
Only half,
the other 2.
only half casualties.
Yes, and if you all fall, it's at least half the party wipe. Anyway, so
Not a
you
TPK,
proceed.
It's only a half party kill.
Only half. So you proceed climbing up with Middleclaw leading the way, setting some pittons in, and off you go. And it is Nudge's turn. What do you want to do?
Plus 14 on my climbing kit. Why can't I use that?
You should be able to. There should be a little dice roll next to that you should be able to hit.
Okay.
If you want, although it's just pure athletics or acrobatics.
Actually, if we were to use athletics, can we use the climbing kit one as well? Because it's technically
Yes. Yes, the athletics and the climbing kit go together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that counts as an athletics check, and that is a success. Let me click this thingy here, drag it over.
Got
All right.
Bertel leading 1 and Nudge leading 1. Looks like.
So you have 2 successes there. All right, and with the climbing kit and athletics, you're able to do the work of setting your feet right, climbing up, hitting the pins in. You got your little those little hand picks that you can get some extra work. You dust your hands with the little chalk to get extra grip. The whole 9 yards. All right, Thundy, who doesn't have fingers but can still use chalk.
Just dumps the chalk ball over himself.
This is not looking good on anything.
Yep.
I forgot you had the floating lantern.
But it floats.
Oh, it doesn't
Not you
fly.
floats.
You can't Mary Poppins it.
No.
That's why I said. That's why I mean rider.
I'm hanging on.
They all
Right on,
float.
suckers.
Guess I'll
Now-
try a perception.
You can help each other, so that is definitely possible.
Well, let me know if you guys want when you guys want help, and I am totally gonna pull you up here with me.
Yep. So perception. He's going for since Middleclaw actually kicked off with a perception, he also perceived that thievery might be a secondary skill that would assist.
That's no help there.
Yeah, that's pretty much fits in.
Anybody want to assist me with perception?
Yeah,
Sure.
well,
My perception is only
Gamma.
+4.
I'm 95% guaranteed to give you perception.
Anna, Haas, Middleclaw.
yep. On my way.
Yep. I'm trying to find perception. I've lost it. There it is.
It's
That's
alphabetical.
bad.
All right, we've got 3 pluses
Four.
and 4 pluses. All right, so you're
I have
plus
a
8.
15.
Scroll up and hit your perception. All right, and that is a success. You perceive another good route to get further up the hill or up the sheer cliff. That's totally not scary in any way, shape, or form. All right,
It looks fine
Anna.
to me.
Yeah. What skill would you like to use? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primary and a secondary identified.
What would be wise?
Whatever you've got the highest
See what?
modifier in.
Let's see.
Dungeoneering. But I
Huh? Yeah. Do a dungeoneering.
Right.
People can help. There's a help. Anybody else going to help
anyone
with
else?
dungeoneering?
I shall help with your dungeoneering.
All right.
Please.
There's 2.
There's
A
plus
third. Oh, okay. So that's +6. All right. I think that's probably it. So scroll up on the modifier and roll your dungeoneering. +12 is
There
a
it
good
goes.
bonus there. Plus a 19. There's the highest skill check so far. Let me drag that over. And that is a success. So 4 successes. At this point, you've been climbing for about 6 hours.
Whoa.
And it has been quite exhausting. In fact, it has been so exhausting that the party is going to do an endurance check. I'm going to roll it visibly.
Oh no.
Oh no, darn it, it says it's invisible. Here, I checked it, it should show. Let me show DM rolls, and now I'll roll it so you can see them.
No.
Oh yep.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh, I
That's
win.
good enough.
Okay. You have 5 successes, and so that is sufficient. You are happy and going on. So no
Sandy goes
problem there.
Sandy goes all the way down again. Express route.
Nope. All right. Haas,
What's up?
what are you gonna do? No pressure.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you did the dungeoneering, which because dungeoneering is all about stuff underground and rock and all that. That's why I said it works for the mountain. After realizing doing a successful dungeoneering, you realize that insight could help you with this too, as a secondary.
Managed to locate a lift.
Have we done? There's an elevator to our left.
My insight says right there.
A pair of monkeys in
Yeah.
bellwether coats. Yeah. All right. I actually made that a D&D item, an elevator call button, one time for my game. It summoned an ethereal elevator that transported you based on where you put the dials at to different planes of reality. In different
Nothing
planes.
bad could ever go with that.
No,
That would be great.
I gave it a week cooldown, so they trapped themselves in what's the one city, the city of doors.
Mm-hmm.
They trapped themselves in there. It was great
A quick
shenanigans.
trip to the elemental plane of fire would be nicely.
That would be nasty too, and hot.
Okay.
Well, you
Anyway,
won't complain about being cold.
Yep. All right.
Acrobatics, has that been done yet?
Acrobatics has not been done yet.
Would anyone like to assist me in acrobatics, please?
I'm +3, so it's
My acrobatics is +7. I will give you that.
I'm just +2, so I'd rather try with
Oh,
that.
I
Hey.
guess I'm the most acrobatics. Alright, middle claw +10.
That's
We're all higher than you.
Middle claw
Yep.
is more acrobatic than I am. Alright,
Yep.
so that's +4
That's okay.
then.
Well, you're +4.
Anybody else? Going once? Going twice?
You don't want that.
Da-da-da-da.
All right. And you are successful. And you spot a nice little ledge. You go, yep, I think we could do it from here. I'm going to leap. And you do a nice jump and catch yourself and then pull yourself up there and hammer a little pin in and off you go further on.
Ta-da!
So 5 successes. Bertel.
I'm gonna do an athletics check, so if anyone wants to join in on that.
Ooh, I will totally
Yeah.
help you with an athletics check.
All right.
+8. It was unsuccessful.
Ooh, that was the one.
Yep. So you're +1. With one. Yep. So +1
Should
at this
say.
point.
Should still work. I'm +40 myself, so.
Yeah. You are successful with that. And let me go ahead and drag that in. Okay. 6 successes at this point. And at this point you're realizing that athletics and acrobatics you probably could use once more. They're frankly the easiest of all the skill challenges. Onward, Middle Claw.
Mother just put the acrobatics to place.
Mhm. All right, that will work. And acrobatics is now 7 total successes, no failures, and acrobatics is off the board. It has been used up. It's too smooth for you to jump to a new ledge anywhere. Nudge.
So no more climbing kits.
That's athletics, not acrobatics. The acrobatics. Oh no, you've used the climbing kits twice. So athletics is also off the menu.
Engineering, thievery. It's still
And
used.
engineering. What engineering is a joke, but thievery just got stolen.
Oh, my engineering is +4. My thievery is +12.
Oh, you're missing from the primary, Bertel. Endurance is a primary.
I can also do
Oh,
endurance.
forgot about that.
I want to help me with endurance.
Sure.
I can.
4, but
Oh,
I almost rolled the second one.
There you go. But that's +6.
+6.
Why could I roll that when I'm rolling a combat roll?
I
'Cause
know,
that's
right?
how it works for me. Like that's just who I am.
Technically, you can aid another with their combat roll in the same way. So you know if somebody's getting ready to hit, you could use your turn to aid that person to hit better.
Sure.
Anyway, so that's 8 successes. At this point, you've been climbing for 12 hours, and it's time to take a short rest.
My legs are on
Technically,
fire.
technically, you put yourself a little climbing kit for sleeping up, hanging in the air. See, middle class says he's glad he picked his cliffside sleeping gear. It's not super great rest, which is why it's only a short rest, but it is sufficient to let the night pass, and it starts the next day. And it is Undy's turn. Oh, and the endurance after doing no, the endurance doesn't unlock anything.
Does anyone want to assist me with an insight?
Sure,
Insight?
boss.
yep, I
Insight?
will.
I'm almost guaranteed.
I'm an epic failure.
That's 2. Yep. So you are +5.
+7.
Well, no, you've the 9 is a fail. So
Yeah.
you've got 3 successes. So that's 6 minus
Yeah.
1. So that's
Okay, -1.
5.
Not
Yeah.
minus.
Not -2, -1. So that's +5 on your insight, and that is sufficient. That you spend some time pondering how to proceed on. You come up with some pretty good ideas, which means the next non-secondary roll is a +2, but you can also stack these secondaries if you want. And you also, because you're keen insight, you realize nature is a tertiary skill. That's something that's
Yes.
it's really hard, but that might count for more. It's a tertiary skill. So the insight doesn't count as a success or failure, but it was successful. It is Anna's turn.
Well, I'm +9 on nature, so
I can
Uh,
assist you with that if you'd like.
Give her some assists.
Yep.
There's one assist.
Actually, I'm practically guaranteed to give you help.
Just don't roll a one.
That's one. Oh, there you go. So you're +6 at this point.
That's twice I flew it.
+6 and +2, so +8.
No, because you've got 3 assists there, so you're +6.
How does the secondary work? Does it work towards tertiary as well, or?
Yes, you can the +2 for this would also work because it's not one of the secondaries. So you are +8 with this. So go ahead and do your nature
there
check.
it goes.
Big money, no whammies. It was not
There
a
you
whammy.
go.
It was a
Nailed.
natural 20.
Pulling that out of the there. So
Aether.
that
You didn't even
is
scroll up, did you?
oh,
Oh, you did.
I
Oh, you
need
did. No.
nature.
Of course, the person who's literally a tree would do the nature and succeed.
Yep.
Of course.
And the success is so good it counts as 2 successes, but it was the hardest of all the skill checks, and it can only be used once.
Congrats.
So you are at 10 successes at this point, and it is now Haas.
Okay.
Can
What
you
has
make
Still
it
no
11?
top.
What has not been used?
No. Acrobatics, athletics are both used up. Dungeoneering's been used. Endurance,
Religion. You could pray.
perception. Of the secondaries, heal has not. Thievery has not. Nature's been used. So
Heal's a secondary?
heal is
You
a
can use
secondary.
acrobatics and kiss your ass on the way down.
Yeah, because it wouldn't count.
Yahoo!
+12 on heal.
Yeah, sure. Throw anybody got the heal checks, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
One help.
Middle claw.
Oh, nope.
Just +1.
Almost made it.
Almost. So you're +1. There's +3.
Anybody else, or am I gonna roll now?
Oh, okay. So you're +5. Go for it.
Ta-da!
And a 23 is successful. You get a +2 on the next non-secondary roll,
I heal your
and
wounds.
you manage to bandage up your wounds and deal with things so that you're not as endured with all that that hard slavering up the hill. Bad description. Yes. Onward.
My calves are on fire.
Bertel, you are yes. Your calves are not as much on fire because you've healed
I
them
have
up some.
resistance.
Yeah. Bertel.
I will go for endurance. Anyone
All
would
right.
like to assist me on that?
I'm only 4, so
That's still a
I see.
70% chance.
Doesn't Nudge have decent endurance?
I have good endurance.
This
Yeah,
would
then
be
give me an
plus.
8.
This would be +2 also
Yeah.
because of the
Yep.
heal run.
Do an endurance check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a plus.
I'll help.
Endurance.
Yep, endurance. So there's 2 helps, 3 helps.
That should be
Plus-
great, yeah.
Yep. So you're
Plus-
+8.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
+7, so if I don't roll a 1, I'm fine.
Yep.
Well, called it.
Well, that is a fail. So we'll go ahead and drag that over there. Oh, interesting.
All those pluses and you still lose.
Yep. It's interesting. That counts that as a success, but no, that is a failure. So because it is above what you need for a moderate. Anyway, so you have 11 successes, 1 fail. Middle claw. Can you take us to the top?
What do we need? What can we use?
Dungeoneering, endurance, perception.
Dungeoneering, I got +6. Endurance, I got +10. Perception, I got +13.
Yeah. Arcana and religion, those would work too. You just have to give an explanation as to how. They would also be hard. And all the rest of them are medium difficulties. And he says, perception 21. Bare brain perception. He says, hey, I've got this great idea. How about we climb up? And everybody goes, yay, this is a great idea. And so you climb
We're
up.
quite delirious at this point. We've been climbing for about a full day at this point.
Let's climb
it's
backwards.
been quite a while. Let me roll a group endurance check. And we have success. You have a clean sweep of successes. So you managed to climb your way all the way up to the top.
Just one failure by Thunder earlier.
As long as you can walk away from any sort of landing, you're okay. You reach the top of the mesa, and the air up here is cool with a low fog blanketing everywhere. Here at the edge, you see some trees and rocks, lots of grass, a small pond of water, and several dragons. Let me.
Several dragons. Ooh.
I should have, because had I been smart, I would have actually plugged in this information, and then you would have been here. But I was not smart. So let me take a middle claw and stick them right in the middle.
Makes sense.
That's how it goes. And then we need a nudge. We'll put nudge in front there. And then we need a Thundy who's back there. And an Anna who's... Actually, I'm going to stick Anna there.
Ow.
Yep. Thump. And then we'll put a Haas right there.
Hello.
And we'll put a Bertel right there. All right.
And put a map right there.
Let me make these guys visible because you can see them. They're not hiding. There's no dungeon at this point. It's only dragons.
You still don't have
dragons and dragons.
Dragons and
Okay.
dragons.
Well,
twice the dragons.
It's worse than twice the dragons.
Oh, it's worse. So much worse.
The only place you can fit, the only place that's between dragons is filled with dragons.
Yep. Two of the dragons are quite large with no wings and walking on all four legs. Their hide is knobbly and rough looking. You can't tell from here whether they have really thick nodules of skin or possibly stones embedded in their skin. The other three dragons hiss at you. They're medium-sized and again wingless, but their skin is studded with long spikes, and they have a long tail each that ends in multiple foot-long spikes. You might as well roll initiative.
What kind of foot long is it? Like the steak and cheese? Because that's my favorite.
More like really spiky, bony thing.
Oh no,
so it's not nearly
that's
as tasty.
not my favorite.
No.
So,
steak and cheese, pretty good.
None of these dragons can fly. Which ones have we seen?
Must be others.
Fundy has a realization. This isn't the rest of the dragons.
It's not the dragons we're looking for.
There's 5, and where's 6? There's 6. All right. Anna is number 1. You get to start off. You might want to
Battle standard.
change your order to after Bertel, because if Bertel and Nudge move forward 1 and you stay where you are, then you will +1 everybody around you without being in the front rank. But that depends on them moving around. So
is that the chronic you just tried?
I'm not gonna say it is. I'm not gonna say it's not.
Anyway, do you want to do that, Anna?
Yep, please.
All right. I'm going to change your initiative to 18. Let's change that to... I can't slot you between.
Bertel to 19.
Yes, that'll work.
You go.
Easy solution. All right. So that means that the spiky dragons here get to go first. And he goes a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. And it says, hey, you've got two different people. Bertel's even and it's odd. Bertel is going to get spiked.
It's even
All
order.
right. Yep, he's not going in order, but that's okay. We'll just roll with number 3. Because it's what looked like it was highlighted on me. Anyway, bite. And he feels sad. Spiky Dragon 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. All right, and then Spiky Dragon 3, who already did his thing, so let's do Spiky Dragon 1. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6, and he can't get any further. All right, he feels sad, and it is the Haas's turn.
Hi. Going, oh no, you've attacked us. Guess I'm not gonna get to talk to you, friend. I'm gonna push this one away.
Mhm.
I'm gonna yell at him in his own language. I'm going, go away! Go away! You're scaring people, myself
Oh.
included.
Something worth mentioning, that curve at the top of the map, that's the
That's a cliff.
edge.
Cliff.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
So we should step off. We should step off there. We should maybe not stand there. They might knock us out down.
Just
And that was a
saying.
long climb.
Hey, DM, I have a question. A very important
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Do these dragons have wings?
Nope.
None of these dragons have wings. No.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I needed
So
to know that, please.
push them down.
So no dragon wings.
None of these guys have wings. They have not been drinking their Red Bull. Product placement. Cha-ching.
Hashtag sponsorship.
Yep.
And then I'm going to run over here. Hold on. I'm assuming that there's 2, and that's another 2, so that's about as far as I can go.
Well, let's see.
Hold on.
Because we've got actual go actual the cardinal directions or the regular directions instead of diagonal. So yeah, 3, 4, 5. Well, you can go from 3 to 5. To 3.
Like that?
Yes, you can do that.
And I
Good dog.
crouch behind it. He's also pushed back 3 squares, and Bartel gets to hit him.
Okay. Bertel, go ahead and roll, and I will push him back 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Because it's from where you shot him, not from where
Yes.
you ran off to.
I'm yelling
That's
at
a
him,
hit,
go
Bertel.
away, as I'm running this way.
All right, some damage on Spiky. All right, Haas, you're done. It is Bertel's turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move forward, but I'm not sure how far I should move forward. Whether I should move 1 or 2 forward.
Well, at
You
least
move-
1.
If
I
you
like
move
the
one, then
idea
Yeah.
of 1. Well,
if you move
Well,
forward
actually-
1, then you can shift 1.
I can
Well,
do anything without getting hit.
if you want to do 2 to stand next to the Spike Dragon 1, you just go diagonal 1 and then diagonal the other direction, and now you're
Yeah,
there without
yeah.
provoking anything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
And then he gets a little taste of friendship as well.
Here, see the side of my weapon. Chunk. All right, some damage to number 2. Or the Spike
Number one.
Dragon number 1. Yes, I can count. Okay, Anna.
Technically, I'm never sure what would be the sweet spot where it would be better to armor up one target versus buffing the rest of the party.
Typically, taking down a target is better than spreading the damage across multiples, because a dead monster does not attack.
Yeah, of course.
But at this point, Anna, if you use magic weapon, you will +3 all or +1 all the guys next to you.
Yep. So that's what I'm going to do.
It hits one, not multiples, doesn't it? Is it an area, or is it a?
I recall it's a single attack.
I think it's a single attack. So you have to pick a dragon to attack.
That one.
All right. Since you've rolled on one, it was the. Yeah, with that target, go ahead and roll damage on one since you hit.
Yep.
And damage. All right. And then drop that on those guys, and we will switch to Thundy.
Andy?
All right. Thundy's moving over there.
I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to
Or
prepare my visions of avarice if the big ones come closer.
all right. So if they come within range, all right. Okie dokie. And Armor Dragon time, because now it's their turn.
Yikes.
Yep. Okay, so Armor Dragon numero uno says, difficult terrain, I'm big, I don't care. A 1, a 2, a 3, and he attacks Nudge.
Okay.
A chomp.
DM, another important question.
Yes.
How tall were these cliffs?
2,000 feet.
Well, you climbed up
3,000
6
feet.
hours. You climbed up 12 hours, so very tall.
Yeah. 3,000 feet. You're thinking how far it would hurt going down, right?
That's what I was
Wouldn't
thinking
survive.
of. Would it
Let's
kill
It's-
someone instantly?
It's a 10-sided die of damage for every 10 feet you fall.
I see.
After the first 10 feet.
Yeah, because the first 10 feet you can land. That's just
Well,
fine.
just to
Like
it
what,
will be a
300?
minimum of
Man?
200 damage.
So you're looking at 200 to 300
D10.
10-sided dice of damage.
It's not a good time.
Okay. Thank you very much. I was.
It-
You know how my mind works, and you know exactly what I'm
Yes.
going to attempt to do.
All right. So did he roll to attack? He did roll to attack, and he did hit. So he's going to bite at the Nudge and say, "Here, Nudge, have some tooth marks." And number 2 says, "I see some guys over here. A 1, a 2, a 3,
Nope,
a
no guys over
4,
here. Only us chickens.
a 5." Hey, look, there's
Hey, I
there's
get an
this.
opportunity attack.
Can
That's
I
nice.
use
Oh,
my
yes,
visions of avarice now?
Bertel does get an opportunity attack, and Thundy does get to trigger off his something of avarice, whatever the avarice thingy is. Anyway, Bertel, go ahead and smack. That's a miss. It's almost like they have lots of armor or something.
Holy crap!
Who would have guessed?
Who rolled all that? Nudge?
That's
Thundy-
because
Oh, okay.
messing around with controls.
All right, Thundy, where are you dropping the avarice?
I'm just going to go to drawing mode.
Yep. You need
I
a
Do
5
several
by
minutes of
5.
swearing as I do my pointers.
Why has no one gotten out the standard thing yet?
Bertel holds the banner. It's a 5. Yep.
Oh, that banner, right? I can drop that. Was
Yep.
that a move action or what was it?
You'd have to look at what it says.
It's an encounter for a standard action, okay.
That sucks. I can't see what the details are.
I thought I had given you the power to just drop that on there. Obviously, I did not. All right, so Armor Dragger 2 is missed. Everybody else got hit. So that drags all these spiky guys
Into
close.
the center, yeah.
And so him into the center. He can't move any further to the center, but he can move to the center. So you tactically moved all the spiky guys next to Bertel.
Yeah.
Bertel may not thank you next round.
It'll be fine.
Very cozy, yeah.
All right, so now Armored Dragon 2 is going to finish his turn by biting Haas.
No, thank
And
you.
says,
Nice.
Hi, Haas. You look really tasty. I would like to chew on you for a while. Do you mind if I do that?
I'd prefer if you,
You
didn't,
don't.
good sir. I'm saying that in Draconic. I prefer if you didn't. I'm assuming we're having this conversation in Draconic.
But you look so tasty, and he drops his
no,
teeth
I
and feels sad
don't.
and goes,
Oh, better,
right,
better
so-
luck next time. I pat him on the snout.
Middle Claw.
Oh, do you want to be my friend? Let's be friends.
Friends.
Can I persuade him to be my friend?
Well, he's big enough you could ride him.
Exactly. That's why I want to befriend him.
Getting him down is going to be a
Why, though?
problem.
I don't have to pin him down. I will convince him through sheer personality.
Getting him to go down to the bottom of the cliff so you can ride
Might
him
be
is going to be a bit of a problem.
That may be a bit of a problem.
All
right, Middle Claw.
ropes. We have ropes.
Not long enough.
Lots of ropes.
We have oodles and oodles. I think we carried so much. We carried like 3 extra people worth of rope up here.
All right.
So much.
So I see Spike Dragons 1 and 3 targeted, Middle Claw.
Question before I do anything.
Mm-hmm.
What's the chance of me grabbing an armored dragon and tossing him over the edge?
That's I'm trying to do that.
Well,
My thoughts exactly.
based of size, not going to happen because they're way too huge. Now, if they were right next to the side, then a bull rush would allow you to push them back a square. But your best bet would be something. The very best bet would be something that teleports, because there's absolutely no way to catch on the edge, or a slide would be next best because it can go in any direction. But if you're aimed right, you can push and shove things over edges too.
They're tailor made for me. Like it's me. I am the movement man.
Yep.
What? He's
You
not
move
close
me.
enough to the edge for me.
Yeah. But yeah, picking up and throwing them around, even for Nudge with the high strength that Nudge has, is not going to move something that's at least 4 times bigger.
Well, I'll wait for them. I'll wait for one of them to come to the edge.
Yeah. Now, if you know the whooshy finger hold, maybe you could sit there and do that with a skadoosh sound, but no.
Skadoosh.
All right.
Sorry, I'm not versed in Panda.
Yep. All right. So
I might as well
shoot
be
your
at this
dragons.
point.
Sadly, Panda is not a playable character. Well, technically, you could be a Hengeyokai and be a panda if you wanted to. All right, so 1 hit and 1 miss.
Don't remember which one I got.
Spiked 1 was the one that got hit.
Yeah, and you also got quarried.
That helps. A little bit. Chunk. All right, so damage. And Nudge. You've got an armored dragon right there. If you thump him, you could power strike, and then you could also use the gem. That would be 5 weapons worth of damage.
Well, that's assuming I hit.
Well, yes, you got to hit first. That's contingent on all of that.
Can you-
Oh,
I
there's a
can
hit.
That is a hit, so we're gonna go do that.
I could have used the gem and done 6 weapons worth of damage.
Let
Well-
it bring some weapon damage.
There's
One.
that's pathetic. 2 ones.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Yep.
We're gonna power strike. I don't understand this interface sometimes.
I just rolled damage again. There's the power strike. All right.
Power strike,
and
and
it's-
then we're gonna use the
then
Melanite
do-
gem.
and do 3 more. Boom, boom, boom.
1.
One dead dragon.
Bloodied and critical and dead.
You done
So,
did
yeah,
That was
that-
hella good.
convenient.
So yes, you did a total of 102 damage to that dragon.
1 turn.
Now he's
Nicely done.
an extra dragon. So
Well, 2 attacks.
Seems to be Bertol's new handbag.
yep. All right.
Wait, can I move
First you have to
now?
skin. Yes, now you can move.
Shift 1.
All right. And
Actually, while
turn
you shift there, you could have just gone zigzag and flank maybe.
flanked.
Turn
Can we say I did that then?
Sure.
Every now and then I kill. There's the
Flank.
bard.
There you go, Bertel. You can
All we need now is a spike dragon to go forward. And use your
Well,
flanking gun.
provoke 2 opportunity attacks.
well, Spike Dragon 1 is thinking that he would like to bite the guy that thumped on him. And he's not targeting Bertel, so he's going to target Bertel now. Why do you not show targeting? You target there. There we go. He's going to lash at you with his tail spikes. Swoosh. And misses and feels sad. And he's no longer mobilized. Spiky 2 is got a choice. And let's see, even and odd. And Bertel's even. So Spiky 2 is going to attack Bertel with tail spikes. And rolls a little bit better, but not nearly as good. And feels sad. And rolls a saving throw that is successful, no longer paralyzed. And Spiky 3 is sitting there next to Bertel and says, "Hey, Bertel, could I introduce you to my tail spikes?" And didn't attack because you're not targeted. I clicked you. It clicked the center of that area instead. I'm still selecting 3. Okay, I'm moving him for a second so I can select him. And now I can select him. There, he's targeted. There.
You could have just moved the center. Could have just moved the area.
I tried, and of course I collect him. For me, I can hardly hit either way. It's a terrible thing. It makes me feel sad. And there's a hit. And I have some tail spikes to the face. A little bit of damage. All right, and it is the turn Dahas, and he is still failed.
I am still
So
what?
he's still immobile. No,
Oh.
the Spike Dragon 3 is still immobilized.
Okay. My question is he immobile? Like, he can't move, but can he be pushed?
Oh, yes, he can be pushed just fine. He cannot move.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Wouldn't it be easier if you were to push the armored dragon? I mean, you could push him like not exactly straight, but more in line with could grade on like this.
Rather than yes, I would suggest if you go 1, 2, and then go down to where 3 is.
I'll
Go and then
mess that up completely.
yeah. So
1, 2,
1, 2, and then go down one more to 3,
3.
and then diagonally to the right, go down to 4,
4.
and then one more over to the right. Now, where's your push going?
Where he will get hit
I don't
once,
want to
so
push him directly into Thundy.
Over Sunday, that
You're
is.
pushing him
You-
next to Sunday to me, towards me.
Yes, as long as he's being pushed away, then we could move him over and slide between the gap of those two guys.
That's what I want. I want to
Yeah.
push him. Is there a way to take and like ping the map?
You can draw little markers.
There.
I
Oh,
think. Yeah. Oh, you can do drawings. But
Just right click pointers and then choose your thing.
yeah,
Arrow, square, draw cone, whatever.
I want to
Like
push him
this.
like basically like that.
yes, yeah, you would be fine here. Let's say you moved 4 instead of 5, and that's
Excellent.
definitely pushed in that
Well,
direction.
here's the thing though. I gotta make sure I hit him.
Yes, but here's the thing. Also, because you left his area, he gets a
I
free
know.
smack on you. So
He's
he's
at
going to try that.
-4 though.
-4, you said. Let me scroll that down. And Armor Dragon 2 is still targeting you, so he says, a bite.
No, please. Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
he feels sad. So
I give him a
Haas,
pat as I move away. I'm sorry, friend. I
go ahead and do your thing.
go, wah.
It was nearly a
That
1.
I targeted him.
uh,
Okay, let me make sure I got him targeted.
yeah.
Now try.
Well, it still hits, but it was
It
not as
still
good.
hits.
Whoa.
All right, and
Yes,
you
he
get
has
to
a lot of
push him
armor, but
3.
doesn't very much behind it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I get a shot at him.
And then I did my Hellfire Heart, which
Okay.
now burn. So he's at
Burn.
-2 to hit.
Yep.
And does anybody need to be majestic? Nope, no one needs to be majestic. All right. I dust my hands off. It's like, all right,
I've
that's my
taken
turn.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
You
oh,
could
oh.
throw some heals there, Nudge.
Did he slide by Nudge at all?
No,
Ronnie
but
said,
No.
Ronnie,
The dragon did not.
Bertel, Anna,
Oh, Bertel. I'm sorry, I was
Thundy,
looking at the wrong
and
one.
middle claw.
yeah, and middle claw. All of it's a melee basic, not a missile
Bertel, please.
basic.
Please hit him.
oh, almost a 20
Oh,
damn.
it was almost a 20. So close. All right, and Bertel's turn. Here's the bad news.
I can't
You-
bullrush him.
Well, you are within the spiky aura of 3 dragons.
Oh no, poor Bertel.
Oh, they have an aura. Oh, dang.
We're flanking them.
That's gonna be fun.
2, 3.
Well, the flanking doesn't help that much. Oh, it's a D10. Oh,
All right.
is it?
So that is 11 damage total because 2 were rolled, or 2 of them rolled at ones. So you're at 21
lucky.
damage.
You got lucky.
And Nudge
Good
is
to
lucky
know.
because Nudge only has 2 dragons next to him to provoke aura problems. Anyway, so what you doing?
What you say?
Well, I'm gonna try to get rid of some probably. I'm gonna use the encounter power and where's my target sheet? Give me all the dragons, mark all of them, and be angry at all of them.
Hit.
Triple hits, very nice.
Now I'm angry.
And then I
Alright.
probably should shift somewhere else.
You wouldn't,
Probably good.
you wouldn't like me when I'm hangry.
Great.
So
Try Snickers.
If you went northwest, you would be out of all the range, but yeah, that's a better spot because you still tie him up. But you're out of
yeah.
2 of the ranges. Alrighty. And Anna.
I couldn't bull rush the armored dragon, could I?
You
too heavy.
can, but it's a larger creature than you, so you're not going to be able to punt it further back.
It would be better if I
Yes.
pushed him off because I can push him. He's right on the edge. He's scrabbling
Yeah,
at the
that's
edge.
why.
So if I hit him again, I can push him 3, which puts him 2 squares over, and he can't really grab out
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, and Thundy also has a push too.
Well, Thundy.
I'm going for the magic weapon again.
I've also got bull rushes myself.
What you probably want to do, Anna, because the magic weapon uses your bow, which would provoke an attack from the armored dragon. If you shift one square to the right, then you're out of the armored
Nope.
dragon's area, and then you could use your bow without provoking an opportunity attack.
So that.
Yep. And I'm clicking the little plus. There we go.
And
now,
then
yeah.
my magic weapon.
And
Ooh.
that hits. Spike Dragon 1 is hit. Do some damage. An 8, so 14 total. Ooh, he's critical. He's getting almost dead. All right. Yeah, go ahead and throw the bonuses on Middle Claw and Bertel. And let's click it onto Thundy. Now, you do have a push too, don't you?
I do.
Don't push
Yeah.
my dragon. He's my dragon to kill. I want
to
to
tell
be
you,
the one. I
dragon.
gotta be the one to put down my pet. No one else can.
You've got difficult terrain with
Everybody
the,
wants to push him.
well, you've got difficult terrain with the big rock there, and the green of the tree is also difficult terrain.
I'm going to
And you-
shard swarm to there.
But technically, couldn't. I mean, Sandy could just move southeast because Sandy doesn't provoke opportunity attacks with this staff thing. So this
No,
should
but
be
that's
fine.
that's with his staff. But moving would provoke an opportunity attack.
No, but if it's just shifting one square down should be sufficient to push him
Oh, I
towards
see
the
what you're
edge.
saying. Yeah, to do a push diagonally. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So if you were to move right there, I'm moving pointers. That's a little
Move
individual.
like this and push like that.
So yeah, if you move to there is what you're saying, and then push that away. The other option is, I'll grab you. I've got lots of little thingies. If you go down, that's 2, and then to the bottom right, that's 3. Then you're in that zone, but then you've got a much clearer push area without having to hit to middle claw on the way out, if that makes sense. Because the push always has to be away from you.
Okay.
So if I drag you, it'd be like
Or to put it differently,
1,
if you don't
2,
push him off,
3,
he
something
gets
like that.
attack off.
I should have used an action point. I thought about that retroactively. It's like I could have done that in one turn.
Yeah, that would be funny. We'll see if Thundy can do it, because if you can push it off, it's one less to have to deal with.
Doing the size, I think it'd probably just be sitting on the edge. Very edge.
Oh, there's your crit.
Oh well, you did it.
Yeah,
That's 3 squares away.
Yeah,
squares.
fly off there.
Away.
I'm sad. I want no. I say
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Watch it fly.
300.
You fly,
right?
Bobby.
Yeah.
This dragon's cheating. Instead of moving 3 squares, it's moving 300 squares.
Yes, it is completely different.
This is Sparta.
Very much so. All right, Middle Claw.
He did what
Finish
I
off
wanted
the
to
one.
do.
So
He
I
did
can
what
hear
I
in the
want to do.
I can hear in the background, I am still fall.
I've fallen for like a year.
Not quite. Should be a little bit faster.
People in the village at the bottom of the hill are going to have a bad time.
I was gonna say that they're gonna have a terrible wake up.
That sounds like their problem.
All right.
It sounds like a you problem.
Oh no, you missed the critical one.
Which one was that? Dragon free, okay.
No, Notch takes a big chunk.
Sounds like a tomorrow
Maybe.
me problem.
But
I-
if the dragon lands on a villager,
I
that'll be
just did
fine.
a quick look, and
Oh,
the
the
well, at least you missed Bertel. That's good.
but I
You
also
did a
missed
quick
the
look and
spiky
what?
dragon.
Yeah. But you also started in the area of effect of 2 of the spikies, so that's 1, 2. That's 11 damage of spiky Aranus. So that's 23.
Fine, I am totally going to do an action point and attack again.
All right.
this time make sure you don't target Bertel.
Yeah, glad
Eh.
I looked. There we
There's your hit.
Like I still have a power strike though.
You do.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
You don't need it.
I don't need it. What I want to say. Not what I thought it was. Line breaker, is it? No.
I'm 8.
Pass forward.
Shane, you are definitely in time for the carnage.
Eh.
13 seconds. For people wondering how long it would take to fall about 3,000 feet, 13 seconds.
He is
Yeah,
liquid at the bottom though. That's
I've got pass forward, so
Dragon soup for everyone.
Yep.
I can go.
I'm trying to remember if the
Here.
village was at the bottom of the mountain or the rock.
Not anymore.
Yes, you can go there, and you can go there, yes, and
There's-
not provoke
Not
opportunity
provoking
attack.
opportunity attacks, and a Bertel moves
Yep.
or shifts forward one, he'll get flanking, assuming
Yep.
it doesn't actually move.
Yeah.
So I think I might be able to keep its attention.
Well,
I
actually,
think-
you should just move 1 less, so you only corner 1. In case you start the turn on them.
Like that?
Yeah, because I need to move up anyway, so only I have to tank 2.
Okay. But he's taking the meat shield roll and says, "I've got more hit points."
Well, yeah, it's
yes.
just more economical.
Mm-hmm. Already done.
Yep.
All right. It is pick the next actor. There we go. Spiky Dragon 2 says, "Well, I am no longer going to attack Spiky Dragon 3 and Bertel, which is very strange. Instead, I'm going to attack this Nudge character here, who's big and right there. And bite. And fails. And Spiky 2 says, I am immobilized. Or 3 says, I'm immobilized, so I can't do diddly, and he feels sad.
I guess
He
I
rolls-
can't lunge.
Nope.
I guess I can't do my 1 fury at distance and
Yep.
lunge at him.
Yep. He is no longer immobilized at this point. So Haas.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Push him over. Oh,
I'm gonna go. You, sir, are covered in moles. After I move over this way.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an excellent spot to be because you and Thundy can tag team him over the side.
Yes. I go. You, sir, are covered in moles, and it does not look good.
Yep, that's a hit. Pitch him 3.
3 squares.
All right, not that. There. 1, 2, 3. All right, Bertel, give him a smack.
Not me giving him a smack.
Nope, Bertel.
Because you've got a bow in your hand, and you can't give a.
I mean, you
a
can
melee
smack
base.
with the bow, but it doesn't do damage.
It would do 1d4 of damage.
Well,
But
I think I
can't
can
pick-
do better.
And I can't pick him up and expedite his trip over the edge.
No. Now, if you were a monk character, you could really come up with a cool story, and you could convince me. But no.
And I tell.
A pixie monk.
I tell Nudge. Majestic. Wiggle my fingers. There you go.
Aw. Thanks,
That's a
buddy.
healing. Yep.
Give him a roundhouse kick.
There you go.
Kick him in
All right.
the dick.
Bertel.
Like key cursor.
You are standing next to the guy when you start, so you get a little aura of spikiness of 1 damage. I have rolled
It's
very
a ticket a bit.
low numbers. You'll take the one. All right.
The ticket. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna leave that one to Sandy to push him off and we slide over there.
Well, he's
All right.
critical anyway, so just dump him.
Well, Thundy's going to be around. So, yeah. All right.
Where is
And that's a
the
miss.
then I'm just gonna mark him.
And I would walk 500 miles. No, wait. Hold on.
No, you would walk. You would,
Change the track.
you would walk 50 feet in 500 miles.
That's how it would work. Anna, if
Gotta change
you
the track.
the ethereal chill might be a good one on number 2, because we're assuming Thundy's going to be able to punt number 3 over the edge.
Also good
But,
for cooling pop. Ethereal
Yeah,
chill.
but the ethereal chill would mean that Spike Dragon 2 will take a bunch of extra damage as gets thumped by people.
Right. There it goes.
Get the
The
gear
CH
too.
just gets damage if he does charm at people.
All right, so roll some damage.
And you need to choose a person, me or not.
It's based. I think it's an ally.
Yeah, me or not, but you have to choose who
Yeah.
it should be because only if the Spike Dragon takes that person, it takes damage.
Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick somebody. Currently, the guy's been attacking Nudge, so good chance may still be attacking Nudge.
And Bertel's already gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so throw that bonus on. There should be a little plus. Their little effect. You could throw that on Nudge. Anyway, did you do damage? You did do the damage. All right. 8 damage on him. All right. And then I think you're done. So, Thundy. Again,
Where do I need to be to punt him off the end?
you really want to be further
Bertel's
down.
place.
If you go down 1 to the right 2, so down 1 then diagonal right 2, you'll be lined up with the Spike Dragon, Bertel, and Haas, and be out of the range of the other Spike Dragon, if that makes sense.
But will I take damage for getting close?
No, because you go here 1, and then you go here, and at no point
Right.
you're within the aura.
Okay.
But now you're perfectly lined up to do another toss.
Actually, how does the hour work? Is it only on the start of turn or when passing through as well?
It's when you start your turn within the aura, and it's an aura 1.
Okay, good to know.
So, and that's a miss. If you've got an action point, you could spend an action point.
I
that's
have
up to
got
you.
an action point.
If you
What
want.
kind of
That's,
feeling?
I have a feeling we're going to be fighting some bigger dragons here in a minute.
So you're saving up. Dragon's critical anyway, so at some point
Oh,
just
hi.
nailed it.
there's a crit hit. Roll some damage.
Farewell, goodbye. We'll see
Straight over the
you
edge.
all again.
And over the edge he goes.
To be honest, I think that was the voice of an
Where he
angel.
splats, no one
3.
knows.
Somebody do the Wilhelm scream.
13 seconds later, splat.
Splat. Yes, if you were to take an ant and throw it over the edge, they would walk away with no damage.
Yeah,
because
they would.
they're
That's how it works.
they're tiny. The air resistance that they would. You could take a mouse and probably would be okay, but cat and dog know they're going to start being dead, and by the time you get to a horse, it would definitely die, and by the time you get to an elephant, it splashes. You do a blue whale, and then you recreate a scene in a book.
Yeah, ground.
How do you
I
get
shall
the blue
call this
whale up
ground.
the mountain? How do you get the blue whale up the mountain? That would be my question.
You activate
Well,
the impossibility drive,
Exactly.
We have ropes.
and it turns into a petunia and a
All the petunias.
boat.
Because there were 2 missiles. All right, so 3 damage on nudge. You're up to 10.
Yeah.
All right.
So we can finish
But you're flanking, so you get plus
You
2.
are flanking.
I didn't even have my turn.
Oh, here. Let me put you back here and undo the damage. Hurry up! Everybody's
Is
waiting
the,
on you.
I was
It's
really
raining
tired.
dragons.
You went straight past me.
Yep, I was excited. So go ahead and shoot him. One hit. Nope, 1 hit. And a little bit of damage, and more damage. Do you want to move away from the edge?
Well, as I recall, I'm still tied to the python near the top of the cliff.
That's true, because nobody's taken him off yet.
I must be on a really long rope.
All right. Now you get the 3 damage. All right, Nudge. It's a miss. 18 is not enough.
+2.
You do, and +2 would hit.
19 is enough.
So yes, you would hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey, hey, hey.
There you go. Now he's bloodied.
I want to use one of these other ones. Maybe. What do you mean I still have a power strike? I thought I used up my power strike.
You
You used one of them.
you used one. I don't know if you used a second.
No, you hasn't.
I've also got
Yeah.
predatory eye, and I've got combat advantage. Would that give me the D6?
So yeah, and that'll give you another.
I'll save the power strike for the winged ones.
Yep,
Skewer the winged beast.
Well, it's per
Max
encounter you get to
D6.
use 2 power strikes.
Oh, max.
Yep.
Oh, apparently didn't count as damage. What the heck?
Are you No, you're targeted there. That's strange. Here, let me just hit 6 damage on there. Done.
Thank you.
Okay, more bloodied. I'll take a look at the
Oh, he's critical
predator.
now.
Critical now.
Is that okay? I don't see that unless it because I see the numbers.
I'm just looking on the combat.
Oh,
tracker.
it means I can like do a takedown strike then.
You could
Hit
go
an
ahead
enemy
and
adjacent to you with an attack. Takes extra damage from the equal to your strength modifier, and they're prone.
there you go.
So
Give 'em a thump.
my strength modifier.
Is I think 4 at this point, or do you have a 20 or 19 at this point for your
I
strength?
have a 19 strength,
Okay, you're +4.
so that's another 4 damage.
Yep.
Just
Let me
straight up.
add that on there. All right.
Isn't the strength modifier 7?
That's for like checks.
Yeah, that's for checks. The strength, the
Yeah.
modifier is
Self.
your skill -10 divided by 2. Round down.
Okay.
Yep. And he's prone. Let me put the prone power on him. Well,
He's
effect.
very, very hurt.
All right. Yes, he's very hurt. Power strike would definitely probably have a good chance of maybe sort of taking him down.
Are we gonna consider that the next wave of dragons is a new encounter?
If you have a short rest, it's a new encounter.
Fine, let's just finish them off.
Finish him off and sit down quickly.
Yep.
Break time.
There we go.
There you go. All right. So him be dead. And normally we would have the 3rd hour of rest here, but I think we can wrap this up because we really don't have enough time for another encounter. So Do you want to majestic word anybody? We got Bertel and Nudge with
Yes,
a little bit of
please.
wounds.
We're taking a rest then, right?
Yeah, we're taking
Okay.
a
Oh, yeah,
short
they're
rest.
taking a short rest.
You can just use your healing surges.
Yep.
This is
Are we
basically
meeting on New Year's
free.
Eve?
Let me take a look at the time.
Next week?
Or actually, that would be the
No.
first New Year's Day.
Yeah, it's New Year's Day. So no, we're not meeting on New Year's Day, nor are we meeting on Christmas. I will have family in for both of those days, and so there will be 0 quiet time for that. The 8th would be the next session
1, 2,
of
3, 4
January.
weeks from now.
Okay.
Yeah, sadly, that's the way it
Big
works.
sad.
If I can kick everybody out of the house, maybe on the Christmas day we'll do it. No,
Get out of my
Chances
house.
are
Get out of my
smiling
house.
even less.
yeah. All right. So, party leader, what are you gonna do?
Search the dragon corpses.
Take a
They
Yeah,
are
short
I would
very.
rest.
like to,
Yep, we did the short rest already. Yep, party takes short rest milestone achieved. So
Yep.
that gave you a new action point, and
Brindle
the
and Caribars, woo.
you took a look at all the pockets of the dragons, and no, they do not have anything
pockets.
in their pockets.
I-
Ah,
No
What about
concealed
their
dragon hordes.
gizzards?
what
I
about
would
their
like to
keister?
do. I
A
would like to do
keister
a
and
nature
anything?
check to find out what might be valuable about them.
Nature check
Because I
about what
already
about them?
about the
You
dragons.
yes, you can do a nature check and you can learn information about the dragons. Yes.
Because I already have a couple of dragon scales from the one we encountered on Halloween, and I would like to expand on the collection.
Yes, you can take a look at these.
So, what exactly are those? Are there any? Is there anything that's worth?
The thing that you notice, because there was okay, one of the armored guys got pitched over the edge, and one of the spiky guys got pitched over the edge, so you can't look at them. But you've got 2 spiky bodies and an armored body that you can take a look at. The armored body, when you get really close and you look at it, it it's hard to tell whether it's like stone or really hard skin. It's
Keratin.
really hard around them, but it looks organic as opposed to something stuck on there. So it looks like its skin is just really hard. You can sit there and pick around at it and see, yeah, this is organic, but it's really tough. Uh, Not scaly like the other dragon that you fought that had scales on it. Instead, this is more skin, skin like, and obviously a land bound dragon because it's got the 4 legs. The spiky ones, and fairly round in shape, with the legs on the side and a very bitey mouth. Tiny tail. The spiky dragons on the other end are a little bit longer, more leather sort of skin, but they have these bone shards sticking out, whether they're antler, hair, or bone. You'd have to, thump on them some more. But the tail extends a good, 5 feet, and there's 4 or 6, really long spikes at the end of the tail that they tried lashing you with, but every one of them failed.
You
So
had a
obviously
rough day today.
yeah, they're really sucky at their tail lashings. Uh, but again, no wings or anything like that. It looks like they're also a land dragon.
I
Awesome.
Okay,
wonder how
so
they got here in the first place.
Yeah,
so
cutting,
could I?
getting skin off of them, no, because one has got all the spikes through it, so there's no way of getting a sheet of skin, a hide, because they're all spiked, and the other one is way too incredibly tough to try to get a hide off of that thing, and if you did, it would be probably several hundred pounds.
Dang,
You're
where's my
actually,
laser cutter when I need it?
We have a cliff. You can bundle it up and just throw it over the edge.
Put a little note saying, "This is mine. Don't use."
You
Air
steal, I
delivery,
throw.
air freight. Any place else you want to investigate?
I want to look
I
at
don't.
the pond. I'm gonna go look at the
Any
pond.
tracks around the area where they've been moving?
There's several kind of tracks around of fairly large creatures moving around in the area. A couple tracks of something fairly small, and Haas comes over to the pond, and looks down there and realizes that looks like a nugget of gold at his
Ooh.
foot in the water.
Dragon bed.
Can I take and perceive that to make sure it's not a trap?
Yes, you can. Roll a perception.
Only 5 by perception skill. Oh, perception, where have you gone? Found it.
You are successful enough that you sort through the ground and you find not just one nugget, but you find 120 little gold nuggets.
Hi
So
guys,
let me
I found a
pull
tiny
up the.
hoard.
So
Nothing here,
it's
guys.
a
It's empty.
it's a way of giving you guys an actual loot that's not them holding gold coins. So let me drop that treasure parcel on you. Kaplunk. It says 120 gold nuggets, but I just gave you 120 gold pieces for it. So
Awesome.
I am going to edit that and delete the gold nuggets. Actually, the description says lots of thumbnail-sized nuggets of gold. You've struck it rich. So, and away it goes.
There's gold in that there pond.
Yep. All right. You've had your rest. Looking around, you see that this mesa top is quite nice. There's lots of trees growing everywhere. Fog is somewhat thick, but you can see there are trees off to the right and to the left, fairly large forest there. And straight ahead at the edge of your vision looks to be a larger body of water beyond this little tiny pond. You're looking at guessing maybe 400 yards before it's too misty and you can't see anything more. And at this point, we'll call it a session, and you can decide what you want to do from there when we start next year, 2022.
See you guys next year.
Let me throw some experience at you. I don't know if the
credits,
stream wants
please.
to see it, but roll credits. All right, so there's experience for that. That's inventory. We need to go here. Let's delete the previous stuff. All right, dragons.
Thanks for
That's
stopping
a
by, Sean. Or Shane.
that's a level 7 encounter. And we also had the skill challenge. That was a level 6 skill challenge, although skill challenges are weird in how they call them, but there's some experience. And then you get a minor quest reward for getting rid of the gang. And then you had the encounter with the gang itself. Let's drop that in there. And let's award points. Quest, minor quest, and gang. And if we look at the party,
Seriously?
16. I'm still 1,400 away.
Yeah.
you're going to
1,600 away. What the heck?
yes, because it's going to take a while to get there. You're looking at 3,000 experience to level to the next level. Thundy is 82 points away, so he needs to find something
Is there any tiny
real
things
quick and
around
kill.
we can kill?
So, next session, if you have a kill and you get 82 XP points, and then
Ow!
go ahead and have an extended rest, Thunder, you'll be 8.
I don't give experience, Hunt Fundy. Stop it.
Alrighty, Dragon Stakes. Yum. All right, so Haas, you are leveled up, so I will mark that in my book. You are now level 8. I don't have to do anything more. And that's the session. I need to figure out the battle standard. Let me put a note to myself for battle standard. Because it should be a power on your sheet that you can just go click and
that would be
apply
nice.
it. And I thought I had put that on there, but I looked and I looked and I didn't see it. So you need both the item and that power that you can just draw an area and
I do
throw
have item inventory.
You have it in the inventory?
Yeah,
Where?
it's where is it? Predestined of Might.
Not as a power or anything.
Oh, I'm looking at Anna because Anna doesn't have that. Let's look at
Yeah, that's
Hotel.
true. Better standard of might.
Tattoo. Oh, there's the hata. There's the battle standard of might right there. All right. I will write up a power for that so that you can just drag it in there.
That would
Creates
be
a
great.
zone, close burst 5. Everybody gets +1 power bonus on damage. Yes. Okay.
Wait, actually, would that mean do power bonus to damage roll to their stack? Because if I were to
Power.
drop the better standard and Anna were to do the what is it, the boost,
Yes,
does it
that's a
stack?
good point. They do not stack because they're both power bonuses. So Anna's bonus and the battle stunner's bonus would not stack.
Hmm.
But if you had a feat that gives you plus damage, because like you have experience with say an axe, and so you do +1 damage on axes. Plus this, that's a power bonus and a feat bonus. They do stack. And then if you
Okay.
have a weapon bonus, it's a +2 axe, that also stacks because it's different.
I'm gonna feat with my bow, so that should stick.
Yes, your feat and the power from the battle standard, those would stack. But Anna's power from her spell and the battle standard power, because they're both power bonuses, they don't stack. Likewise, if you have a feat that gives you +1 on bows and a feat that gives you +1 on ranged weapons, they're +1 because the feats don't stack. They're the same type. So that's the type of damage. So if you were to do, yes, types don't stack. Different types do stack. So that's the bonus from this. Anyway, I will do a power. Any questions about what all's been going on, or anything else outside the game, or
Yeah, I just was wondering how the quest guy will know that we actually killed the dragons
I
when
mean,
we
one
return
landed
next
on his
time.
front. One landed on his front yard. So,
Two did actually.
Yeah, if it weren't for that, he wouldn't have any idea
yeah,
about what was going on.
the town leader is okay because his place is kind of tucked in underneath the area, because it's uh, he didn't explain, but way back when there was something that formed like a bubble of magic in that area that melted into the side of the cliff and melted the ground. So half of the town is built underneath that little overhang, and the other half is out. The half that's out may get raining meat, but the him underneath is fine. Uh, because of that high charge magical area, they actually get frost occasionally far in the deep areas of the underhang in the darkness, which is why the town is called Frost. But
clever.
anyway, but you didn't specifically ask, and that's why it was a high enough magical area that the Koji was able to become from a cat to an actual Hengeokai, because he was in a highly charged magical area and he lived long enough. Typically, folklore says you need to live 100 years before an animal shifts into a Hengeokai. That's an old cat.
That's a very old cat.
Yeah,
Meow.
and
Not after chasing a ball of yarn then.
not for a long time. The it comes from Japanese folklore, and quite often any animal that has become special in that way,
Yeah,
they're visibly they have multiple tails is a very common thing, or they're slightly larger, or in an animal form.
Most common being the nine-tailed
Michi
fox.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That.
Sugumumu or something like that. I don't know.
Yep. Yep.
Like
Anyway.
There's like the Japanese thing where if an object has been used for like 20 years or been well cared for, it comes to life.
Yes.
That's kind of the thing.
There's crap. It starts with a T,
Yeah,
because it's the same sort of thing. It takes like 100 years of use, and then
It's called a sumomongo.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sumomongo. Say that 3 times fast.
Sumomongo,
Sumomongo.
Sumomongo.
So yeah, it's both of those come from Japanese stories of animals and things that take on human personality and characteristics after being used or being around for 100 years or more.
I think it's easier to say that they become sentient.
Yes, but more than just become sentient. That's you could have a cat that is aware. They actually take on human form or humanish. So Hengeyokai are a fun character to play. Had a cat Hengeyokai in the last campaign. He would turn into his cat form because now he was able to climb better, and so he would just climb on up on the walls and whatnot. So very, very doable.
Cat.
Right. Last thing I'm going to do is if you can't really skin them, at least get some meat. Some dragon steaks would do us wonders.
Yes, you could definitely get some meat out of them. You could probably easier with the spiky one, or maybe if you roll over the armored guy. You know,
I didn't
so
get
you can
much,
get that
did
to.
I?
Yeah.
What about the teeth? The teeth have got to be worth something. Dragon's teeth.
Yeah, you could sit there and grab some pliers and start pulling out some teeth. See if you can wiggle them out.
These bags of meat work.
Okay, so let me edit the battle standard message and add on their teeth and meat. So we will add. I will add in there some teeth and some meat from the dragons. All right, session's over. Any question? Time's up. You can run away and not feel bad, or if you want to just talk about stuff, any questions you have, feel free.
Thanks for watching stream. Next game is the 8th
Yep.
of next
January.
year. All right, bye-bye.
Hi, stream.
Bye, stream.